Está chovendo de novo. Não sei porquê, mas sempre chove quando estou numa missão. Meu nome é Lan. Sou um assassino de guia. Meu alvo dessa vez é uma criança chamada KAW. Ela me salvou. Ela não deve ter ideia de quem eu sou. Uma ilha deserta. Parece que vamos ficar aqui por um tempo. Naquele dia eu percebi como estava vivendo nas sombras. E que só um pouquinho de luz dava uma nova perspectiva para tudo. Eu matei inúmeras pessoas na minha vida. Já era hora de chegar a minha vez. Não é tão ruim. Mas me sinto exausto. Olha, parece que a chuva parou. Que bonito.
Dear players, welcome to Honor of Kings. Born in 2015, Honor of Kings is the world's most played mobile MOBA with over 200 million registered users and 100 million daily active users. It has witnessed a total of 73 billion views of esports content in a single year, and recently seen international teams battling it out for a prize pool of $10 million at the 2022 KAW tournament. Since launch, Honor of Kings has been continuously refined and crafted to be the ultimate competitive game on mobile. Now, we are going to take you behind the scenes as we share some of the development ideas that went into creating the game. Let's go! How to create the world's most played mobile MOBA. This was the goal we set ourselves, and from it, Honor of Kings was born. Within the game, players take on the roles of their favorite heroes to fight alongside their teammates in the Gorge and ultimately attain victory. Now, Honor of Kings is coming to Brazil. Through the game's journey from the East, cross-cultural encounters have generated a wonderful chemistry along the way. But what remains unchanged is Honor of Kings' core concept and the pursuit of perfection in game and hero design. These are constantly at the forefront of our thinking. At the early stages of hero design, the first things we ask are, what kind of experience can the hero give the player? How can we make our roster of heroes fully fleshed out and realistic? What kind of visual appearance, personality, and backstory do they have? And what type of weapon and combat style is most suitable for them? What are their strengths and weaknesses? Then, even deeper questions. What is the hero's mission? What are they fighting for? What makes film characters so beloved to us is that the creator uses an intuitive and visual story to bring them into our world. It's the same in Honor of Kings. To bring a hero into the player's world, we have to create their story, making them a vivid, vibrant, and living character, not just a generic persona that will be forgotten after a single glance. Ying was created in just this way. Though she appears to be just an energetic young hero, her background story is rich and vibrant. In the world of Honor of Kings, Ying was born to the prosperous and tolerant city of Chang'an. We wanted her to inherit the long history of Chang'an while also injecting fresh blood into the city. Born into a family of military generals, Ying grew up hearing stories of great warriors and eventually aspired to become a legendary hero, a torch to light up the ages. Thus, with her fiery heart, she becomes the protector of Chang'an. On the surface, it appears that Ying just likes to stir up trouble, but on the inside, she is driven by a desire to stand up for her friends and protect the weak. Ultimately, she realizes the real meaning of picking up her spear, to become someone who can protect others. That's the Ying we hoped to create, energetic and courageous. We hope that many players will see their reflection in Ying and resonate with her story. With an understanding of her inner mind, the next step is to make it come to life visually. The most common way to do this is with specific visual design elements. Ying's warm red and white design and flame elements reflect her fiery, passionate, and outgoing character. At the same time, her spear has a variety of forms, transforming from its regular style to one with burning flames at the spearhead, which represents the awakening of her power and the growth of her personality. Facial expressions and body movement are also crucial to reflect the hero's special traits. A stern and cold hero like the assassin Mirrorblade doesn't require much expressiveness. Her facial profile is more skeletal than other female characters, giving her a sense of coldness. Her gestures appear similarly direct and deadly. Each hero's costume features also need to match the character's setting. Taking Nuwa as an example, she is a super being who created Primera. A mask covers her eyes, bringing a sense of mystery, while the ring on her back represents the halo of the super beings. Her costume is composed mostly of circles and triangles, reflecting the connections with the ancient secrets of the game world. In addition to the story and visual design, we also have to produce the core playstyle for the hero based on their traits. For a hero like Ying, who was born into a family of generals, we decided that her skills should be focused around Chinese spear techniques. We designed 7 moves for Ying and turned them into Ying's skills and basic attacks, hoping to show the ever-changing, capricious, and unpredictable characteristics of Chinese spear techniques. Many heroes use spears as weapons, so to make hers unique, we found the red tassel spear from traditional Chinese weapons, retaining the flexibility instead of the hard pole and head. These elements give a sense of softness, overpowering stiffness. Ying also uses 2 hands to wield the spear, which is rarely seen in Honor of Kings and other games. We cooperated with martial artists from Mount Hermé who keep these traditions alive, and integrated and used real body movements of Chinese kung fu masters in Ying's spear moves, giving players a realistic and engaging gaming experience. For the cold assassin Lam, we took inspiration from his method of lurking alone to give him shark-like characteristics. Through the power of sorcery, Lam can transform water into the shape of a shark that he cloaks himself in, allowing him to swim in the gorge with only his fin showing. And at the crucial moment, he leaps out in the form of a giant watery shark to inflict powerful control skills and fatal damage. Since his shark-like appearance is very memorable, players refer to him affectionately as Baby Shark. After completing the core designs for the game world, graphics, and gameplay, there is still a large team involved in further work, including modelers, animators, special effect artists, audio designers, managers, testers, marketers, and more. These all work together to bring the heroes from the sketchpad to the game. Our ultimate goal is to let the players who choose any role or any hero receive recognition and satisfaction, experience their own highlight moments, and feel the extreme fun of competition in our game. In this Dev Talk, we have aimed to present the team's creative process for designing heroes and to give you all a better understanding of Honor of Kings. That's all for this Dev Talk. Stay tuned for the next one. For more insights on version updates and improvements, keep an eye on Ying's column on our official social media channels. That's where we collect all of your questions and do our best to provide you with answers. We look forward to your feedback and suggestions.
玄武听命！
That's gonna be a formful trade.
扫孤玉！
Triple kill.
全力以赴做正确的事！
Cause Garo is gonna be here. They made a huge mistake.
Triple
Cause
kill.
Garo is gonna be here. They made a huge mistake.
Triple kill.
双枪会给出答案。
They're gonna engage. 10x going in with the ultimate. And this could be it.
再给你一首歌的时间。
Right there. Ear get taken down. RCG, they want to back up a little bit. They're getting taken a little bit too low. Popping in with the ultimate on the Marco Polo. Triple kill.
藏好了吗？
It's gonna be a quadra kill.
灼烧黑夜的热情。接住，在下飞吻。
粉色炮火，绝佳搭配。
我在这儿。
This fight
来
might
看
come
烟花吗？
to this point. Whoever gets the overload gets the upper lead, and Lexio goes in. Look at that damage. Look at that mini.
试试新发明。
chaining that. It's gonna get double, triple, quadra. It's gonna be a quadra. Maybe he's gonna get a penta.
准备好了吗？
What? Oh my gosh! I cannot believe this.
别怕，交给我。火鹰来了，来看烟花吗？
Dear Summoners, the highly anticipated Honor of Kings Asian Waves Season 1 is coming on April 27th. As a brand new esports league, this KAW league will invite 10 teams from Malaysia, Japan, Philippines, and Myanmar to compete for a total of 500,000 yuan in 6 weeks. The global ban and pick will be implemented in this league. Each team will compete in a double round robin BO2 format in the regular stage during 20 match days, with 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. At the end of the regular season, the top 2 teams will be qualified for the winner's bracket. Teams ranked 3 through 6 will be qualified for the loser's bracket, and the rest of the teams will be eliminated.
Trying to take the kill. Constantly goes crazy with a double kill, and it's going to be game.
As the regular stage draws to a close, the more brutal playoffs will be reignited on May 31st. The 6 teams entering the playoffs will play BO5 double elimination matches as shown in the picture, competing for a ticket to the finals over 3 match days. Finally, the much-anticipated finals will be held on June 3rd. The grand final will be a BO7 single elimination match, where the first to win 4 games will be the ultimate champion. In this late spring, who will stand as the champion of the 2023 KAW League Season 1? Looking forward to the birth of the new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, and are in our qualifiers of the KAW tournament, and I'll be your caster for today. I'm Git, and we are moving into the playoffs, and we are done with BO2s, and we are now moving on to BO5s, and this is our first match of the losers bracket. So these 4 teams is going to be competing, trying to go into the semifinals with the winners bracket. So our first match of the day is going to be Impunity versus KG. And we have to realize it. We're doing all BO5s. BO5s, that means you got to deepen your hero pool. You got to fight those battles longer. You have to communicate with your teammates to have what kind of composition is going to be better for you for the long terms. You got to mix it up now. Like, you can't choose your meta picks. Your meta picks is going to be used up in the first 2 or 3 rounds. So these teams might save their composition for a later battle. So was doing the best of 5 BO5 matches. So whoever is the first team to get to 3 points, it's going to win the match. And yeah, so I feel like Impunity, they want to be aggressive. They want to get that first win. And if you get that first win, that's going to be a lot of confidence in match, as your mentality is going to be better than the other team. So let's talk about KG. KG, they fought Impunity in the past. Impunity beat them actually in the first match, in week 2 of the group stage. So Impunity definitely got the upper hands on KG. But hey, wait a minute. KG actually got the draw on their last battle, on their second match against Impunity, which is really surprising because Impunity never saw it coming. They thought, they can beat KG really easily, and they were just being really, really aggressive, a little bit overconfidence, I might say. But KG actually came back so strong. It surprises me also. Like, KG has grown so much in this fight. in the group stage. It's incredible. Like their points was kind of low, but they're able to bounce back and manages to get in number 6 place. So that's a lot of stuff going for KG there, and yeah, like they're coming back really strong. So in today's matchup, it's gonna be a lot of pressure for both sides. We're talking about the playoffs here. You know, these teams, they have to try their best. If they lose today, whoever team loses, they won't be able to go full position. So eliminated if they lose today's BO5 series. So they gotta bring it. You gotta bring everything they got, put everything on the table. So everything is on the line here, guys. Impunity versus Killer Gaming. What's it gonna be? Best of 5. And yeah, best of 5 series right now. So we're gonna see a lot of different compositions, different kind of hero picks. So, you know, everybody just warm up and just get into the game. There's a lot of choices going on. So we're gonna see obviously the meta picks going into the game. So these meta picks is gonna affect your composition a lot. You know, you won't have these meta picks every single round. So you have to be really, really careful. Choose those picks. Make sure your hero and your composition works well. And on the other hand, you don't want the other team to dissect your composition. You know, if you have something set up with your team, like a great composition, but the opposite team see it, you know, they predict and anticipate your combo, they're gonna ban that combo away, and it's gonna mess up your whole composition. So even in the BP phase, it's gonna be a lot of strategy going on. So these games, the BP phase is gonna be very, very important. But at the same time, we're gonna see a lot of more hero picks. We're gonna see different kind of heroes being implemented and different kind of strategies. So I'm super excited to see all these new heroes it's gonna be bringing to the table of these two teams. So there's a lot of choices. Pick your poison. What's it gonna be? Impunity or KG? Have your picks. I feel like Impunity is gonna have another challenging time, just like the last match against KG. But they learned their lessons already. You know, they realized KG is actually tougher than they look. So Impunity has to be careful here. They can't be overconfident and overstepping into their battlefields. You know, last time I remember Impunity, you know, went into their jungle in the very earliest of the game. So there's a lot of, you know, overconfidence stepping in, and you don't want that to happen. You know, over aggressiveness actually can backfire if you're not too careful. So we're gonna see the new data comparison of both teams right here. Damage wise per minute, I feel like both teams are pretty much even, around 21,000-ish. So also the team damage, definitely KG got the upper hand here, and the overlord kill, look at that. Impunity has more control of the river. I feel like, you know, the river control is very important in this game. That's why they had the 50% overlord kill. You know, that's like almost double of what KG has. And also, if you got the river control, obviously you're gonna have more percentage chance of getting the tyrant, and that's a whopping 82.35%. That's insane. That's like 80% of the time Impunity is gonna be more likely to get that tyrant. And wow, and yeah, and we're gonna go into the replays. We're gonna see a lot of stuff happening here. Impunity just invading different kind of jungles, going in and dominating their enemy under the tower. So that's a lot going on. And KG, you know, they gotta watch it. You know, they gotta watch, because, you know, they beat Impunity one round and they ended up with a draw. So I feel like they can do it again. Like a KG actually, it's a really aggressive team. They become really smart in their playing styles, and they've been coming back really hard. And later, towards the late game of the group stage. So these two teams, they're gonna have a great time fighting against each other, and this is gonna be their third match together. And Impunity, they gotta be more careful this time. They can't be invading their jungle at the beginning of the game, and we're talking about BO5 here. So the first game is gonna be very important. So Impunity do not want to be too aggressive to the point where they are just losing their team members in the fights and the early games. But I feel like if Impunity actually start out the game pretty well and not to be too aggressive, I feel like it should be working out for Impunity. So we're gonna go into the BB phase right now, and yeah, we're gonna have that Luna getting banned out. Of course, they noticed that KG's Luna is really good, and their jungler, so they have that ban out, which is gonna be really obvious this round. Seems like they're gonna have that ban on their jungler and just targeting the jungler overall. We're gonna see the common meta pick getting banned out in the first match. And yeah, we're gonna prioritize on that mid hero, mid lane for Impunity. What a great pick for Impunity. And yeah, they're gonna reply with the Zhang and the KAW is gonna be on. Those two combos is gonna be really good here for KG. KG over here realizing that they still need a jungler. So their jungler is really good with Luna, I know, from KG. Now they need to find a backup jungler in replacement of Luna. And we're already gonna see that super meta pick coming out of Impunity. We have Taijun and Lady Shen. So those two combos is super devastating. And towards the late game, you're gonna see that damage going up on that ADC. That Lady Shen, that damage is gonna be coming up online towards the late through late game. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of damage here for Impunity in the late games, and they already have a great amount of poke coming out of Shamanshi. So wow, feel like KG here, you know, they got a Zhang Fei. Feel like maybe they can go for a Livu, or they can go for the Liu Ban and Lam combo. So they either prioritize on the Lam, or they prioritize on the CCs and the chain CCs that's going on with KG. But KG right now, I feel like their composition versus Impunity, you know, I feel like they're less tanky, and Impunity got the Byron and the Xiaohou doing looking really good here for Impunity. They almost got a really good composition going on for them. Wow, this might be tough for KG, because looking at the composition, I'm judging Impunity has the better composition overall. And no matter what KG picks right here, I feel like it's not gonna, you know, the composition wise is not gonna stand up too great against Impunity. KG gonna reply with the Limpo. Limpo is gonna apply some CCs for the whole team. So the combo is gonna be there with Zhang Fei and Limpo. But Impunity, they got the super meta picks, the top laner, the jungle, the mid lane, and yeah, the dynamic duos at the bottom. So overall vision for Impunity. And let's see how this is gonna turn out, because we're gonna have some long range pokes coming in from Injun from KG. But would that be enough to stop the frontliners of Impunity? And with those CC combos coming out of KG, will it be enough to stop Impunity's backliners and frontline? So that's the question here. So that's depending how they play. And if KG can get the early lead on Impunity, then great. but if Impunity gets the early lead, I feel like the game is gonna be over. And as we proceed into late game, definitely Impunity is gonna have the upper lead, and that Impunity is gonna use that snowball, use that momentum to actually shut down the game. So KG over here, they gotta maintain a great mentality. They gotta stay calm, you know, put their head back into the game and just go with it. You know, Impunity, it's one of their top enemies. It's a really formidable opponent for KG. So KG have to watch it here. KG trying to get a draw out of the last match against them. And yeah, they did a really good job on one of the matches in the group stage against Impunity. And I want to see them doing it one more time. I feel like KG still have it what it take to beat Impunity, and which they beat them one round in the group stage. So it's everything is possible here. You know, Impunity, it's a top team, you know, but against KG, they still have it. They still have it in them. So it's gonna be cool to see these two teams going at it. And yeah, Impunity, try to be more less aggressive. Since we're going with BO5s, you know, there's a lot of patterns coming out from both teams. So if you do a lot of stuff repeatedly in the first or few games, you know, KG, they're gonna catch it. They're gonna catch that, and they're gonna punish on that. So you want to change up your strategy like every single game, kind of throwing them off. And same thing for KG. KG, again, you know, Fan got his Luna ban, so he's gonna go with Lam. And this is gonna be a lot of strategy going on for both teams. It's a test of skills between the players. Also, it's a test of skills between the compositions. You can't really choose your, you know, all-around heroes anymore. You have to balance it. BO5 is gonna test your hero pool, and later on the grand finals of the BO7, it's gonna test your hero pools even more. So having knowledge of those heroes, that's where it comes to play. You can't choose the same composition anymore every single match. So it's gonna be a really challenging battle and a challenging test to both teams. Alright, Impunity on your left versus KG on your right. Yeah, coming into this match, I feel like Impunity is gonna be, you know, semi-aggressive. They don't want to be too aggressive, but at the same time, they want to really put pressure and emphasize about, you know, gaining the river control and getting all the neutral objectives as much as possible. So we're gonna have the match underway. Seems like the Xiaohoudun is going for that red on KG, and nobody's realizing that right now. And yeah, Impunity being really aggressive already from the start, and I can see why. Like, first, they got the mid lane priority. They got Shamanshi. Second, they got what the first blood already coming out for KG. KG getting that aggressiveness going on already. 2 kills, and KG man goes down. And yeah, great KG right there, but the ex-hero coming in with the flash is gonna get another kill back. That's gonna be 1v2 on the kill count charts. Yeah, already Impunity going really super aggressive, and that's gonna cost them 2 kills in the first minute. So maybe they need to slow down here, you know. Impunity put us on the card, just driving it in really hard here in the beginning of the game. So they need to slow down before it turns pretty upside down here. They don't want to be too aggressive since KG know what they're doing. KG really know how to analyze their opponent. They know how aggressive they are. And right there, Injun getting super low, getting taken out by the combination of Xiaohoudun and Shamanshi. And yeah, Impunity actually fighting back, but KG, they gotta keep their cool here. KG, I feel like, you know, they can counter initiate better. So maybe waiting for Impunity to engage first, then counter attack and getting that kill over them. You know, let them do what they do and actually come back more stronger with the counter attack. All right, Impunity try to go after the blue, and yeah, they just keep on taking the resources, and that's Impunity's strategy here, taking the neutral objectives and putting pressure on all of the lanes, try to gain that river control. So already they got the better meta picks, so they're gonna use that to their advantage and really go inside their base. Right there, blue team have slain an enemy. Impunity gaining that kill back on KG. But Gumi using that CC combo on Limpor. Limpor is gonna go down. There's a lot of pressure here on KG. Impunity just applying that pressure, and don't let this get into you, KG. KG has to remain cool here. But the meta pick of Impunity, you know, the advantage is so much greater than KG. So early game, definitely Impunity is gonna have their upper hands here. Impunity X Hero going in straight behind the tower, going after the minions, really pushing that top tower, applying pressure to that top side right here. Seems like try to maintain that control for the river, and that tyrant is gonna be out in a second here. And yet, teleportation coming down from Lam. The battle's gonna happen. The sandstorm's gonna pop in. Taijin going in and just using that ultimate to grab some attention here, but Impunity still got their eyes on the blue. They want that blue. Also at the same time, they want that tyrant as well. Lam getting taken extremely low. He has to back off. Shimichu falls to Taijin's combo, and yeah, already we're gonna see that snowball effect coming in from Impunity. And right there, X-Zero fighting multiple enemies by himself. Look at that, X-Zero's damage almost taking out Lam in the process, but he might be in trouble here. But his teammates, yes, and Megumi is arriving on the scenes, and they're looking just to really take all of their neutral objectives. Yeah, Impunity got that priority on the meta picks, also that mid lane. They're gonna drive that momentum, really taking control already. 16.5 Ks in the first 5 minutes. And yeah, KG right here, they have to stay together and maintain their cool. Don't let them break. If one member falls for KG, it's gonna be really devastating, you know. Once they gain that momentum, it's gonna be hard to come back. Because once you got at least a 10K gold lead in this game, it's pretty much it. Like, you just win the game already because of that gold lead, and the gold deficit is too much on KG's side if they don't do anything fast. And Lam is facing extreme pressure from multiple enemies. KG here, going in with the, what about the sandstorm from Koya? Megumi activates his ultimate. It's gonna pop in the extra life. The extra life is gonna provide him some leeway to gain that kill on the Lady Sun. Lady Sun gets that kill, and they're gonna still apply the jungler into that pressure and gaining that blue in the process. Already, we're gonna see that snowball, the go, it just keep on going up for Impunity. And KG right here is gonna be in trouble. They're in deficits and they're falling behind, and they don't have the control of the river, and definitely they're gonna lose the control of the jungle as well. Already the mid tower goes down. That means both jungle is gonna be opening up. It's gonna be easier for Impunity to go in and take those resources. And yeah, like, I feel like Byron's doing so good on top. As you can see, the Gold League's significance, it's a lot. Like, 4.6 gold, almost 2k lead over Limport on the top lane. So that's a lot of pressure here on KG. KG gotta hold it on. Their mid tower is gone, their bottom tower, outer tower is gone. So yeah, Byron doing extremely well. And their jungler too, you know, their jungler, Xiaohu Dun's been taking every single resources so far from KG. KG needs to do something fast here. They gotta do something. They need to get like a great counter engagement going on. Limport going in with the ultimate, the jump fake combo, but it's not gonna be enough. And Impunity just soaking up the damage like it's nothing. Like, you know, these CCs aren't doing anything to them, you know. They just feel like the damage is not enough, so they're gonna push forward still. They have the HPs to do so. KG right here getting poked out by Shamanshi's ultimate, and Impunity is gonna continue to take those resources. That's right, neutral objectives always secured by Impunity, and they're just taking every single tower in the book. As you can see, they're gonna have that tower advantage, and that attack is gonna be happening. X-Hero getting that double kill, flashing in with the first and second ability. This is crazy. Already, we're below 10 minutes, and we're going into the high ground towers already. Lam looking for a good way in, going in with the combo, but it's not gonna be enough. They're gonna get evaporated. Lam and the rest of the team of KG just getting decimated inside their own base. Already, this game is coming up to a close. I don't believe this. Impunity getting that lead, getting that meta combo, and just constantly invading their neutral objectives. This is insane. Already 2 high ground towers gone for KG. KG is gonna be really, really hard for them to. And yeah. Impunity here is gonna grow stronger every single minute. They're gonna have that Go, they're gonna have that Tyrant, and they also gonna have that Overlord. So it's gonna be really tough for KG to handle this match. And yeah, of course, coming into the final, KG already having 10k deficit. And yeah, Dark Tyrant going into the Impunity. And I feel like this is gonna be the end game here already. Impunity going into the base, and the fight is gonna be happening here. They try to kill the lane as much as possible, but eventually the super minions is gonna come inside the base from all 3 lanes. The fight is gonna be happening. I'm not sure how long they're gonna defend. The Jumping Ultimate popping out. It's gonna buy them some time. It's gonna stall them a little bit of time. Stall back Impunity, but Impunity, look at that super minion coming in, and they're just gonna end the game just like that by clicking on the tower just a bit more. Look at everybody clicking the attack on that crystal. The crystal falls, and that is gonna be your round 1. Impunity taking the win. No pressure at all. Impunity shutting KG down in the first round of the BO5. And what a show, guys. And yeah, I feel like Impunity definitely got the better pick. They got the early game, mid game, late game. They got the everything composition. You know, it was the best composition I've been seeing so far for Impunity. They almost just ended the game around the 10 minutes mark, and this composition is really, really working out for them in this match. So they are starting the tournament of the playoffs on the right foot. And congratulations to Impunity. Already, Impunity knows how to handle the game pretty well. And KG just didn't have that composition, didn't have that meta pick over Impunity. Impunity got the meta pick. Also, they got the aggressiveness. You know, they got the skills to compare with that composition. Going in mid-game, going in early game, getting those resources. And you can see from the beginning, they were just being really, really aggressive. Even though, you know, they lost some kills in the beginning, but eventually their meta just overpowered them and took over the jungle using that Xiaohouden as an early advantage play. So definitely Impunity got the upper hand this match, and yeah, we're gonna see a lot of aggressiveness play from Impunity since they won the first round. So they're gonna be more aggressive. I feel like they're gonna be a lot more aggressive in the second round as they are going with a different composition. But at the same time, you know, they want to be cautious because KG still have the ability to take Impunity down if they're not too careful. So, you know, it can be anybody's game here. Again, yeah, Impunity, great composition. The late game, I feel like it didn't even go to late game. The game ended around the mid games, and yeah, I feel like the key factor was them invading their jungle constantly, and they didn't really have the meta to fight back. And Injun wasn't, you know, doing too much. She wasn't clearing the lane as well as Shamunshi. So Shamunshi was just like rotating faster than KG's members. So having that rotation, meaning you're gonna have the attacks on your enemies faster, and you're gonna have that faster river control. So going in with more allies into the battles of the jungles, and Xiaohouden was just dominating in the beginning, just taking that resource one by one. And even with the jungle sprite protection, I feel like the damage is already sufficient to take down KG's member, and Byron just did all the super heavy lifting for Impunity. Byron flashed in, and he dealt significant amount of damage to the back row and also the front row as well, and just being really sustainable and using that damage and gaining the lead for Impunity. And yeah, the top meta pick here is going on. So Impunity already using that meta pick, so they gotta find a different strategy in this next few rounds of the game here. They already taken out Byron and Xiaohouden, so that means they can't use those heroes for this series of the match. But on the other hand, KG, if they want to pick up on Xiaohouden, they want to pick up on Byron, they can, but you got to go through the BP phase, and how's that going to work out? Maybe Impunity is going to ban those heroes as well. So, and here is going to be MVP, is going to be X hero from Impunity, but the damage dealt 12.6%, and that KDA of 5 kills, 1 death, and 3 assists. And yeah, and no doubt he was the MVP. He was doing all the heavy lifting, going into the back rows. Actually, we can take a look at the replays and the details here. I want to highlight of how he executes everything at the right time. Coming in the mid lane, try to support, you know, their jungler. They know that, you know, KG is targeting Impunity's Yaz. Yaz actually stole their jungle, so, you know, Lam just really want to come back for that revenge, and, you know, getting the kill in the process. Byron just saw the opportunity, and he sees it, and he just go in with the kill. And also here, try to lock down the road for Kuro. Kuro has nowhere to go, and it was an easy kill for X-Hero. X-Hero again going to the back row, just Injun just too squishy, and he just take down multiple members of KG with just simple techniques. And yeah, Impunity definitely had the upper edge here, and I can see it in this match. Their frontliner their meta pick wasn't as good as Impunity. So I feel like KG have to go with a better composition here, but I feel like they might be holding it back in the first round, but I suggest they need to try their best on everything. Going in super hard is now or never, since we're going with the BO5. It's gonna lost the first round, so it's gonna have more pressure on KG here. Impunity locking down the first round. They're gonna have better mentality in the next match, and we're gonna see a lot of different compositions gonna be picked up here. Yeah, I feel like Impunity was super confident in that first round. Like the way they engage, the way they rotate, the invades coming in, and KG is trying to stop it, but they didn't really have the power. Like their side laner wasn't that super meta pick style, so it was really a lot of trouble, a lot of pressure, try to fight back, try to like stop those invasions from happening. So they need to do a better strategy this round against Impunity. So we're gonna go into our round 2 of our BO5 here. They're gonna switch sides. So KG is gonna be on your left, and Impunity is gonna be on your right. And we're gonna see the Commons ban pick going out here. Kai getting banned out, and those 3 supports, Tai Zhen, Da Xiao, and Zhang Fei, and KG, they're gonna prioritize on that. Shen Bing, of course, the reply is gonna be Impunity picking up that Libu. So they're gonna go with that Libu and Musashi combo already. You see that Impunity is going with all these combos that it synergizes well with each other. So I like that for Impunity. They got something going on. And KG over here, I feel like they need to have some combos going on, or they need to prioritize on their jungler. But what's it gonna be, KG? Already we're gonna see the Gunshan Li getting picked up by KG, and that Yixing definitely is a great hero if you want to stop Impunity. But Impunity over here, maybe they're gonna go with Alexio. Since they're picking Ming as their support, they gotta have a lot of choices. They're gonna have Ladies, not Lady Sun. They already choose Lady Sun in the first round of the game, so they might go with Direnjie. They might go with different kind of ADCs to combat, and KG already see that coming. They're gonna ban out Alexio, since Alexio is very compatible with Ming as a support, and Impunity just gonna continue to ban out Luna and really targeting their jungler. That's a lot of respect. That's a lot of respect. Once a team banning out the same hero every round of your top hero pool, it's gonna show a lot of respect to that jungler fan. So fans probably not gonna use that Luna in today's match. So Impunity always targeting their jungler, and I feel like it's gonna work out. It's gonna be working out for Impunity here. Alright, Impunity gonna pick up on this Zhao Jin first. Seems like Impunity want to choose that, they choose that ADC last and really counterpicks KG. So yeah, let's see what KG is gonna reply. They are still lacking a top laner and also a jungler. So yeah, how are they gonna do it against Impunity? They need to have some great tankiness, because they're facing Musashi and they're also facing Libu. So we got the tankiness of Shanyu, we got the assassination of Jing, and feel like it's gonna be working well for KG over here. But we're still waiting for Impunity's counter pick of the last pick. It's gonna be a marksman. They're still missing a marksman, and let's see who's gonna pair up with me. Maybe DNJ, maybe Hou Yi. Yes, Hou Yi, one of the top heroes they use as pairing up with Ming. And I've seen this combo with Impunity in the past. They're really good with that combo, using Ming with Hou Yi. I feel like they're the first team that used Hou Yi in this match, in this KAW tournament. So this composition already been approved, you know, by Impunity, and it's gonna be devastating. And that damage is gonna be coming in. I feel like this is the composition they use to end the game around 7 minutes, or 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So, or they end at around 6 minutes and 21 seconds. So this is a really record-breaking composition they use in the group stage against some of the teams, and they're gonna use it again against KG. And KG, they have to be careful. You know, you cannot let that Hou Yi farm so much in the beginning, and that Hou Yi is gonna get out of control, and they're gonna surround their core player around that Hou Yi. So they're gonna put a lot of focus and protection around that Hou Yi, and the strategy is gonna be using that Hou Yi to really attack all of the members of KG. So it's gonna be hard for KG to really assassinate that Hou Yi in the back row, as they have so much CCs here coming from Zhao Jun, coming from X-Hero, and not to mention the protection from Megumi here. So, but I feel like KG, if they do really well of slowing them down using Yixing, and also if Jin can really position himself well, Fan can get the assassination on Hou Yi and also on Ming at the same time. The burst damage coming out of Jin is really devastating. He can really assassinate any hero in a couple of seconds, and yeah, those squishy heroes gonna go down really fast. But you gotta get past through Li Bu, you gotta get past through Musashi, and it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Match gonna be in the way. KG on your left versus Impunity on your right. And yeah, we're gonna have that 4-man team in the mid already for KG. Try to start out the game really fresh and just showing really confidence here. Seems like they want to prioritize the mid lane, using that Gunshan Li. Try to get that level 2 as fast as possible. And yes, I love this opening strategy by KG. Getting that Gunshan Li, getting them to the mid lane, getting those level advantages. And I feel like Gunshan Li, she's gonna get the both lane experiences from the top lane, from the mid lane, throughout the bottom lane as well. So they're gonna prioritize that damage around that Gunshan Li. And we're gonna see the fights already happening on top. X-Zero trading blows with Kuro. Kuro getting slashed down in the process. 50% HP left. So it's gonna be a really tough challenge. It's pretty much a challenge for any tanks to go against Li Bu. Already going to see that rotation happening for Impunity over here. Hou Yi going into the mid lanes. Shao X Sling gotta back out, getting that healing do. And yeah, Impunity just being a little bit more reserved this round, since they got Hou Yi. They want to really farm up before engaging in any team fights. And it's really up to Hou Yi if Hou Yi can carry this game for Impunity. I feel like Impunity want to emphasize that Hou Yi getting his damage up. So no aggressiveness yet from Impunity. But once that Hou Yi get that slight advantage, he can make that fight happen. Fan going in, using that ultimate to get some blows on X-Hero. X-Hero remain really, really cool. He's gonna go back under the tower. Already want to see that fight happening. First blood is gonna going out for Xiao Chu over here. First blood is gonna go to KG, and KG getting the kill again on Xiao X Lin. Zhao Jun falls down, and KG already securing the first 2 kills of the game. And KG, I feel like they are doing really good early, just like the last game, but you know, they want to maintain that momentum. They don't want to lose it, and they just gotta hold on. You know, I feel like they're gonna have a better chance this round of securing their wins, since they got Yixing, which can slow down their aggressiveness, and also Shenbing can really slow down them too. So it's really up to Xiao Chu from KG, Gung Shen Li, to do the damage. And definitely Fan is gonna have a really great time on the side lanes against that Li Bu. And once he farms up, it's gonna be crazy. He's gonna have those assassination happening on those squishy heroes. But Impunity have to be careful here. They gotta be careful because those CCs coming in from Yixing and Shenbing is gonna zone you out, and it's gonna have more space for those Gung Shen Li and Jing to come in with those attacks. So Impunity is actually facing the pressure here. So early game, KG, they have to get that snowball going out. If not, Impunity late game, they're gonna have that damage, and it's gonna be so devastating. Already KG trying to find an opening, trying to find something going on here. Already securing those towers on the bottom lane. So this KG strategy is working out so far. The bottom lane getting pushed in already, and they try to make it invade to the jungle, but not yet. KG really want to play it really safe. Don't want to invade yet until they can get their towers in the mid. But their tankiness, their sustainability, it works out. They got Xiangyu as the tank, and you can realize that the jungler is always on top. So at the same time, you know, prevent that protection, you have Fan doing the heavy lifting for the whole team. Try to fight off the lanes on top, and the Jing is doing a lot for the team. And it's gonna be a 4-1 strategy here for KG. Having 4 people together and having one member, you know, push the side lanes and really distract them from going on. So Impunity here, I feel like they're walking into KG's trap. KG's actually playing, you know, fairly well, and I want them to maintain that strategy, maintain that combo, but at the same time they need to end this game quick before Hoey gets too powerful. And once, you know, Li Bu's get those real damage going on, the siege breakers coming out, it's gonna be a couple of slashes coming from X0, and the whole team is gonna go down. So they gotta take him out quick. And already Fan over here try to teleport, but yes, caught him in the process. KG over here dominating the bottom lane, try to get that tower here. Hoey's gonna come in, but he's gonna back out. Already we're gonna see the fight happening. Xiangyu falling extremely low. The flash is gonna be for Hoey. Hoey trying to get that kill again. Using that second ability, he's managed to get the kill off of Xiangyu. Wow, super devastating. And Xiangyu didn't have any allies with him, and his HP is gonna get chipped away. And Hoey getting that damage, getting those red, and using that ultimate to get that freeze ability on Yixing. Yixing try to flash out, and he's gonna be good. He's gonna survive for a little bit, but the ball is back on Impunity's side. Impunity actually using that force to drive forward and gaining the control back on the river as well as the lane. So already gonna see that Hoey rotating to every single lane and trying to make a push on Impunity. Trying to make a push on KG. Impunity try to make those pushes happening right now, but look at here. Yixing locking in multiple members. Just locking in one member of Impunity. Impunity Musashi goes down. Kuro goes down. That's gonna be a one for one trade here. And KG, they gotta be more careful. They don't want to going to the fight recklessly. Impunity X Hero doing the same thing. Both teams doing really desperate to get those kills. And KG gonna maintain that 4-1 strategy. They're gonna have Jane going to the side lanes, you know, getting those minions, pushing those minions back, but at the same time, KG over here having 4 members protecting Gunshan Li and just waiting for that Gunshan Li to get really, really powerful. So they're gonna execute those damages on the back rows of Impunity. Already KG getting that Tyrant kill. Maybe they're gonna go after Hoey here in a second here. The Hoey used that bird of the ultimate to initiate, but they're gonna get locked in by Ijin's ultimate as well. Ijin a little bit in trouble. Gotta back out. The mid lane won't hold any longer as the minions arrive at the scene, but they're gonna clear it in the process. Right now, both teams are just going toe to toe. The goal is equalizing, and the battle is gonna be happening right here. The push, but it's not gonna be good. Get frozen in the process of flashing to save his life right there. Jin coming in with those damages, but he has to peel back. Here comes Hoey and the rest of the team from Unity. Yes, trying to find an opening here. KG, they have to retreat. Yes, in the jungles of KG, and just try to find an opening. Try to go in at the right moment. All eyes on Musashi. Musashi has to back out. He couldn't find an opening, and the tower is still there. So there's gonna be no tower dives happening yet, as Impunity doesn't have that goal lead. And KG over here just try to stall them out as soon as possible. But you have to watch it. You can't let that Xiangyu fall. If that Xiangyu falls, there's not gonna be anybody taking the damage for you. Right here, Impunity trying to make the invade happening, but there's too many zoning from KG. And KG's strategy, I feel like KG's strategy is working. If they can stall, you know, if they can stall the battle long enough, and I feel like KG's fan, KG's Jin, he can really find an opening into the back row and getting those kills. But they only gonna have you know, a couple of shots at this. You know, time is running out, clock is ticking. Already 10 minutes over on the clock, and we're moving into the late games. You know, that Libu and that Hoey, they're gonna have their damage coming out online. Already you're gonna see those attacks on Hoey happening. 9k go. That's the most go out of anyone in this game right now. So, well, a lot of devastating combos right here, and they just need to take down Hoey, and I feel like the game is gonna be really safe for KG. And yeah, we're gonna see that Vanguard reporting out on the top lane, which is really smart. They're gonna clear up the minions on all that lane, and that's gonna give KG more time of initiating the fight instead of clearing the lanes. Right here, Gunshan Li try to go in, make something happen, but she gotta back out as there was too much enemy in that moment, and Impunity knows that. They're gonna try to have those damage out on Gunshan Li. Gunshan Li is gonna go back, so Impunity knowing what to do. Try to invade, getting their HPs low so they can go in with that easy invade. Impunity being really, really careful here. And KG, they need to find a good way into the battles. And you gotta watch out for Up's ultimate too. You know, that ultimate, it could really stun either Gunshan Li or you know, a member of KG. And that's gonna have, you know, Impunity is gonna have the upper hand on those team battles if they get the preemptive strike on KG. So KG here is still trying to figure out a way how to go into this team fight. Right there, Impunity getting that attack on Ishin barely gets away, and also Kuro just falling so low, and they have to watch it right there. There was a small mistake by Fan going in using the ultimate, but couldn't really come out at the same time. Here comes the Splinter popping up from Zhao Jin. He's gonna block some of the damage away, and I feel like Impunity got the upper here. Upper lead, Rampage by the red team. I feel that Jin's small mistake is gonna cost KG the high ground tower and maybe even cost KG the entire game. Impunity took advantage of this, using that Hoi initiation, getting another kill already. 4-man down, and that's gonna be it. Impunity locking down the second round. Oh my gosh. Impunity. The initiation with Hoi perfectly done. Using that bird, using that ultimate of Hoi, he executed. He knows that there's someone in the bush, but don't know who. And he just used the ultimate to execute. And he got the stun on Ishin. Ishin barely managed to get out alive. Just flash away using the ultimate to buy KG some time. But it wasn't enough. No, Shang was there at all. Their frontliner was there. Their Ishin was there. Their mid laner was there. They were taking so low, they have to go back home. So they were not in condition to fight. And the rest of the members, they didn't really have a tank there. So, and they couldn't fight as well. So slowly but surely, Impunity just took advantage of that, gaining the kill on the members of KG. And one by one, you know, KG was just feeling the pressure. And Jin tried to make something happen there. But Jin got caught. I don't know what happened to Jin. Jin just got froze up in the moment. Maybe it was a mistake, small mistake by KG, but that mistake was so crucial. Jin falls, and that gives Impunity the cue to go in for those base. You know, once go in, everybody just started falling one by one. So nobody was engaging at the same time. So they saw that. So for this match, I feel like KG, they had a chance and they do engage at the same time. But at that moment, Impunity really broke KG's composition. You know, one by one, they were just killing them off really slowly and getting that preemptive strike. As I was saying, you know, Hoi, if he get that bird hit on you on the ultimate, that bird is gonna hit you, and you're gonna have that 2 to 3 second stun depending on how long he hits you. You know, the longer away he is, you know, the longer the bird travels, the longer you're gonna get stunned. So that moment, it was enough. You know, that stun on Ishin, and he get that kill on Jin. It was enough to make the push onto their base. So already 2 points for Impunity. And this is the game match point next round. If Impunity manage to win this next game, they're gonna win the BO5 series. But I feel like KG, they need to do something. It's now or never, KG. And here's gonna be an MVP and the most MVP player, and you know who it is. It's gonna be up from Impunity. And yeah, what that damage dealt, 54%. Are you kidding me? 54. That's almost half of the team's damage, all on the Hoi. And yes, this Hoi strategy really works out for Impunity with the KDA of 6-1-0. And yeah, Hoi was the star of the game. He was getting those kills and really being really aggressive as well. Getting that kill, using that second ability. Look at that angle, how he used it. And yeah, I feel like Jin was great at defending the top lane, but it wasn't enough. I feel like here KG had a great chance of getting the kill, but Impunity just being really smart here. You know, they don't want to engage too aggressively, but here that's a small mistake from Fan. Fan tried to go in, try to get some, you know, pokes, but the damage coming in for the rest of the Impunity member just insane. He got decimated so quickly, and I feel like KG is feeling the shell shocks from those games. Losing 2 rounds already, that's gonna put a lot of pressure on KG. And Impunity already getting that 2 points ahead of KG. So Impunity is feeling really, really good right now. And I feel like Impunity, they just want to go with that more aggressive composition next round, and they just want to shut down KG as soon as possible. Try to get that 3-0 so they can finish them off in this BO5 series. But KG, they're not giving up. They just have to make some smart plays. And yeah, let's see what kind of combos that KG is going to come up with. I feel like Impunity over here, they have a lot of combos. Really emphasizing, you know, on their ADC up. So either emphasize on the core player, and for that core player, that round was up, and his Hoi was doing so much stuff. It was crazy, and everybody was surrounding their strategy around that Hoi. So yeah, Hoi was the shot caller. After he get that ultimate, getting that hit, you're gonna see that team fight happening so fast. It was just going in really, really hard, and KG didn't see it coming really. KG didn't even realize the damage output from that Hoi. It was insane. Alright, we're gonna go into our 3rd round of the BP, and we're gonna see that Luna getting banned out again. Obviously, Impunity is really targeting their jungler, and KG, they need to find a way how to target their ADC. You know, their best player ADC is gonna be up, so obviously KG want to do something about that, since Impunity is really targeting Fan, their jungler from KG. So we're gonna see that Luban getting picked up already. Also KG over here, I feel like they're gonna have that combo where they have, you know, surrounding one core player, Luban and Ming. So I feel like either is gonna be a really powerful ADC like Alexio, or somebody like, you know, DNJ maybe. But KG over here is doing a combo where it's Luban and Ming. So I'm really surprised, and I'm really curious to see what KG is gonna choose on their ADC. So the Ishin is gonna be popping out on Impunity as well as Limpor, and KG is gonna prioritize the mid lanes too. They're gonna have that Shamanshi going out for KG, and obviously they're gonna ban out Lady Shen, because Lady Shen is gonna be really, really dangerous. Because you got Ming supporting Lady Shen, you got Luban coming in with the ultimate. So obviously Impunity doesn't want KG to have that shooter. And the Garo gonna be banned out, and Alexio too. So yeah, Impunity definitely know what KG is doing, but I feel like KG still have some choices here. You know, they got DNJ, they got Luban number 7 if they want to go with that, but I feel like the protection is not going to be enough. Maybe KG thinking about a different strategy. They're still having jungler. They're still lacking some damages. So, but I feel like KG's composition is not going to be that great, since they have a mixture of composition that we don't see really often. The combos of the composition doesn't work really well. And already Impunity is implying for them to choose Luban number 7, or they're gonna take away Luban numbers themselves. So, but I'm guessing Impunity just implying the Luban number 7, but they're gonna actually locking it down. Luban number 7 going out to Impunity, and the burst damage coming from Nakaruru, I feel like it's gonna be enough And I feel like Luban number 7 got picked out because they already have Luban. So that's gonna be a lot of repositioning for Luban number 7. And KG is gonna go with Kanseryu. Kanseryu gonna have that protection from Luban and Ming. So protection for the top laners, protection from the support, and yeah, they're gonna surround their key player mainly for their Kanseryu. But it's gonna be a little bit challenging because the burst damage coming in from Impunity, it might be a little bit too much for KG to handle. That Luban number 7 is gonna have that passive going for him super early in the game. So there's a lot of damages coming out with Luban number 7, and that late game is already there. I like Impunity. They always have a balanced composition where they have the early games, you know, the mid games, and also, but I feel like for KG, it's more towards the mid games and late games. So early games, feel like KG, this one is not bad, but the damage for the Kanseryu is gonna be coming out of the late game. So if Kanseryu does really well this game, he's gonna have a good time. You know, Xiao Chu is gonna have a great time against Luban number 7 because his second ability is gonna block out all the physical damages from Luban number 7. So let's see how Kanseryu deal with Luban number 7 in the beginning. And yeah, as long, you know, Kanseryu doesn't get killed in battles, you know, I feel like KG got this in the bag. But Impunity over here, the more balanced composition, is gonna be really hard to take down. Since Lempo is gonna be in the front row, and you got Ishin using that AoE ultimate, so a lot of tower dive coming in from Impunity. So they need to shut down those dives, and I feel like they only have Zhao Huaizhen to tank all that damage. And I feel like Kuro and Zhao Huaizhen is gonna be another cool combo as they're gonna soak up a lot of damage coming from Impunity. So soak up as much damage as possible, KG, because those damages is gonna be super brutal. And don't let that Luban number 7 get those farms. They need to stop Luban number 7 as soon as possible. If they go into the late games, it's gonna be super devastating. I don't think like most of the tanks able to survive Luban number 7's abilities. Luban number 7's passive is just crazy. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna deal a damage to a percentage of your highest HP. So it doesn't matter the damage. The passive is already there to deal those massive amount of damage. Already, we're gonna see the game match point for this round. If Impunity manage to win this, they're gonna have to win over KG. Impunity on your left, on the blue, versus KG on the right, on the red. Already 1v1 bottom. Luban number 7 against Kanseryu. And let's see how that's gonna turn out. I feel like both are 50-50. But I feel like Kanseryu gonna have the extra advantage, you know, since Kanseryu have that second ability, can block all the melee and physical damage. So it's gonna be great for Xiao Chu in the beginning. But once that damage coming in from Luban number 7, it's gonna hurt. Right there, already 2 hits. Just taking down the HP. The HP is gonna chip away so fast. If you're not gonna have that second ability on, you're gonna face the wrath of Luban's number 7's auto attack. And right there might be a gank happening almost the 2 minutes mark. We're gonna see that rotation coming down. Xiao Xling try to go in, try to make something happen, but they're gonna peel back. They don't want to do anything too aggressive since, you know, Nakaruru is really item independent. They really want to farm steadily and just being really safe right here. The fight's coming in. KG trying to trade some blows, try to get that damage on that Ishin. And yeah, getting those damage on the Ishin feel like it's already good enough. As long you get those damage out and lower the HP of your opponents, it's pretty much the same thing of killing them. Impunity, try to move in, taking those resources. I feel like this match is gonna be, you know, a little bit slower since KG already lost 2 games, so they're being really conservative right now. You know, they don't want to engage too much. But right here, we might see a dive happening. X-Hero hiding in the grass. They need more backup. KG try to maintain their mentality. But I feel like KG's, they have a good way to shut down those dives. They have, you know, Liu Ban using that ultimate to teleport in and protecting their teammates. So I'm not too worried for KG in the beginning. Right here, we're gonna see that fight happening. The knockups be coming in. Kuro halfway low. They're still chasing. X-Hero has to back out here. Liu Ban, number 7, actually getting the kill, getting the first blood on the bottom side for Impunity. And we're gonna see that fight happening really soon. And we're gonna go into the details here of that replay on the bottom. The Liu Ban number 7 getting the first blood already. And wow, already getting that lead, using that Liu Ban to reposition it. Look at that, up, doing those damages, coming in. Alright, that timer is gonna be out. And the game is gonna move a lot quicker. Liu Ban number 7, Liu Ban, the combos, the dynamic duos is gonna have a great time at the bottom. Already getting that first kill already. The confidence is going in for Impunity. And Impunity, you know, they didn't remain there cool. See that replay right there. Liu Ban coming in. I don't know why, like, you know, I feel like Xiao Chu was a little bit too deep, and Liu Ban number 7 just gang up on him. Like, there was no support coming in from KG. KG support is feeling like just following, and it couldn't really like use it as a protection. It only can be an offensive protection. Right here, X-Hero falling down to the victims of KG. KG looking for an opportunity, trying to go in for an invasion. Look at that ultimate coming in from Zhao Huaizhen. Zhao Huaizhen using an ultimate, try to get that damage going off on Liu Ban number 7. Liu Ban number 7 almost getting that red in the process, but it's gonna go to Fan instead. Fan actually using that Zhao Huaizhen, having a great initiation, but couldn't really get the kill on Liu Ban number 7. Right there, X-Hero tanking damage. I think he's in trouble. He has to use something to escape, and he managed to survive. What a great play by Lamport right here. Liu Ban using the ultimate used to drag them in, but the protection coming in from Liu Ban, it's gonna provide Xiao Chu with some shield, but he still got taken out in the process, as Yes was there at the right time to finish off Concert U. And wow, Liu Ban number 7, he is doing really good right now. No death, and his goal is, you know, he definitely got the goal advantage over Concert U.
Nice killing.
Right there, that kill, that rocket was able to hit on Shamanshi. Shamanshi goes down, and wow, that long range rocket, that was crazy, hitting that mid laner in the process. Liu Ban number 7 actually is really accurate with those second abilities, and up is really good with that. And Liu Ban number 7 is on the run right here. Man, trying to go in for the execution, but here comes Liu Ban. Liu Ban is coming in, but Liu Ban get the kill on Liu Ban number 7, but Fan goes down as well in the process. 1v1 spray already, but the fight's still happening. Yixin trying to make the chase, but it's not going to be good. KG has to back off, as they're going to end up with a 1v1 trade. Wow, that took so many men go for one member of Impunity. So wow, KG doing a lot just to get that one kill on Liu Ban number 7. And I feel like it's going to be more difficult as the game progresses. You know, Liu Ban number 7 gonna have that protection from all of the members of Impunity, and KG, they need to do more to take down that Liu Ban number 7. So it seems like the shield from Liu Ban and Zhao Huaizhen is able to take down Liu Ban number 7. But here comes Liu Ban's number 7 with the combat, with the turnaround damage. Can he do it? Can he manage to survive the combination damage from Zhao Huaizhen and Liu Ban? I feel like if Limpo was there, Liu Ban number 7 would be really, really safe. But we'll see how Kansuyu deals with this. Kansuyu is at the top, doing those damage to the towers. And, you know, KG is having 4 members just together with Zhao Huaizhen. Impunity. Try to find Kansuyu, and he will find Kansuyu. Kansuyu is a little bit of trouble getting pulled in the CC of Megumi. Try to execute, try to make something happen. Limpo jumping in with the ultimate. He's gonna flash in. He's being a little bit more aggressive than usual, but he's gonna use that Liu Ban to repositioning himself right there. Try to bait KG into the match. Look at Liu Ban number 7 in the background, getting those damage out. But ex-hero Limpo came in too low into the battle. Ex-hero just, you know, try to initiate more aggressive because nobody was following up, so he has to go back, but he was just so low, the rest of the members were able to take him down. Right here, KG Kuro trying to make something happen, but catches, yes, in the bottom grass. And Nakaru was able to burst damage down that Liu Ban easily. And the online, you know, Nakaru's damage is coming out online. So it's gonna be really tough for KG to come back here. They have to make something smart. Right there, Megumi trying to make some execution here. Coming in. Waiting for the right time to die. Zhao Huaizhen going in the front row, taking all those damages. Is able to take down Liu Ban, but at what cost though? Look at Limpo going in with those damage. Ishii, half that damage. Have those ultimate out. It's going to be really, really low for Impunity. If they want to continue the fight, it's going to be really dangerous here. KG also backed off, but Impunity always gaining that edge in those battles. And having that Liu Ban number 7, using that passive to really engage those attacks on everybody on KG. KG, they need to make something happen here. They need to take this turn. Yes, of course, they want to have some neutral objective going for them. Dark Tyrant is going to go to KG, and KG is going to have that advantage in team fights. If they can make it happen in here, if Fan can initiate really good enough and getting those kills, you know, getting that 1 kill on Impunity, and I think that'll be enough. But that Limpo is always around. They're gonna have that knockup advantage on Impunity. And that burst damage coming from Nakaruru, you gotta watch it. I feel like Zhao Huaizhen and Liu Ban won't able to survive the late game, but they're gonna have a more better chance engaging in the mid game. Already, you're gonna see that burst damage coming from Nakaru. Nakaru going after Shamushi. Shamushi falls down, and Nakaru is in the midst of the battle. He's able to get back out safely. The Limpo is coming in to damage. It's gonna take down Kuro. Kuro goes down. 2 members go down already for KG. KG fight still happening. Liu Ban number 7 going crazy with those damage, with those passive. 3 falls for KG. Liu Ban number 7 flash in its face, dealing those damage, getting that kill. That's 3 for 0 for Impunity, and that's a great trade. Impunity always gaining that edge in that battle. Already, Ishin was getting too low. They need to go back here, you know, they can't be over-aggressive. Their HP is falling too low. Shao X Sling goes down, Megumi goes down. X-Hero trying to make a run for it, but no, he's gonna get taken out. And right here, Impunity try to be a little bit aggressive and a little bit greedy, and that's gonna cost him the Overlord, and also it's gonna cost him the 2 teammates' death on Impunity. And they gotta be more careful. And yeah, three man down already for Impunity. That small mistake cost the 3-man life of Impunity members. And KG looking to make a turnaround on this Overlord. Already,
Red team
Impunity,
has
they can't be
destroyed
too
a turret.
greedy. They really want to go in and, you know, take the neutral objective, take the kills, and really back off. Because KGs, their tankiness and their damage, they're still up there. And already, Zhao Huaizhen in the front line, taking those damage, using the ultimate, executing that damage, getting that homie
Red
missile
team has destroyed a turret.
on the ultimate projectile towards Luban number 7. Luban number 7 can't survive that ultimate from Zhao Huaizhen. It's gonna be super devastating. That homie missile ultimate almost took down half HP of Luban's number 7. But Zhao Huaizhen trying to go in super deep for those kills. And Liu Ban wasn't able to be there for him. So Fan already going in super deep to execute those damages, but it wasn't enough. Going too deep and without the help of Kuro, it's gonna be really devastating. Impunity using this advantage, try to take some neutral objectives, and also gaining the control of that river on that bottom side. Trying to take that blue, but ended up going to Shamanshi. Luban going in. The Purify is going to be happening from Shimizu. Shimizu's going to block that, but here comes Nemport. Nemport coming with ultimate. The dash coming in. Burst damage. Double kill on Nakaruru. Shut down. Actually, Luban number 7 goes down. But at what cost, though? Number 3. Kill for Nakaruru. Nakaruru falls, getting that triple kill out of that process. And is that going to be a 3-for-2 trade for Impunity? Impunity has to back up here because the KG damage is still in effect. And yeah, I feel like the team battle are going pretty even. You know, if KG is able to get the jump on Impunity, I feel like they can get the more trade out of that. But again, as long as they take out Luban number 7, the biggest threat, they can really take out the rest of the members pretty easily. KG, they have the damage, they have the tankiness. It's just that they need to repositioning themselves pretty well. They need to watch out for that Luban CC ultimate, and also that Limport knockup is gonna be really dangerous. Already, X-Hero getting that vision on that Tyrant. Seems like KG try to take this Tyrant, but every time they're so afraid. They're so afraid. You know, it's gonna be a risk taking that Dark Tyrant. You're gonna have Nakaruru hanging around, lurking in the shadows. Already, you're gonna see that control, CC control. Out of that Megumi gaining that CC control and the triple kill be coming out of Impunity on up. I think this is gonna be game. The Tyrant goes down to Impunity and they are in their base up, just providing those attacks. And Luban number 7 with those devastating passive. He's gonna get the lead on those kills. And yes, Impunity locking it down, getting the match 3 win. Wow, Impunity showing true dominance in this game. And Luban number 7 in the final battle, he was just shredding their enemy's HP bar down like it's nothing. And the perfect combination is gonna be Luban and Luban number 7, because Luban going in with that CC ultimate, it's gonna provide a lot of windows. It's gonna provide the healthy environment for Luban number 7 to do those damage output, DPS over time. And also, not to mention the knockups coming in from Nempor and the Ishi's ultimate. They're perfect synergy. Like, I feel like the synergy for Impunity is really on point today. A lot of synergy is coming out of Impunity, and I really like this. And yeah, congratulations to Impunity for taking the win again. And wow, Luban number 7 really show off this time, and Up really dominated, you know, with Hoi, with Luban number 7, and just showing us how a real ADC, what a cool ADC can do in this game. So yeah, congratulations to Impunity. And yeah, KG, I feel like their synergy was a bit off. Synergy definitely goes better for the Impunity side. Their defense was there, you know, they have a lot of defense. KG's, they have a lot of shield, and Zhao Huaizhen was really tanky. Also, the Liuban at the top laners, Kuro, you know, they were really tanky, but the tankiness, it doesn't matter. Like, Liuban number 7 is gonna shred those HP. Like, it's nothing. Like, Liuban number 7's late game is super devastating. If you cannot take him down, it's gonna be over for you. And I feel like KG's position didn't really have that assassins to take down the back row. They're more like a tankiness composition where they're waiting for a counter engage to happen. But Impunity was really good at shutting down those counter engagements. You know, the knockups, the CCs, they all follow. But over here at KG, I feel like they're losing one member because, you know, main is probably gonna be supporting the console U. So we're gonna have those damage pokes coming in from Shamanshi, and the tankiness from Kuro and Fan is gonna be there, but the damage is not gonna be enough. And since Xiao Chu, their console U, didn't have that damage early and kept getting killed in the process, so his damage wasn't coming out online. So Luban number 7 really dominated, and yeah, KG just really fall behind in the beginning. At the beginning, it was cool, like they were soaking up the damage, but they lacked so much damage, they weren't able to take down the rest of the member Impunity in time. And yeah, over here, as I say, Impunity has the more balanced composition. And let's look at the statistics here. We're gonna have some details going into Luban number 7 dealing a lot of damage. And here's gonna be your MVP. It's gonna be Megumi from Impunity. And yes, look at that KD at 1, 2, and 15. And that damage dealt 4.5%. But look at that damage taken, almost 30%. And he was doing a lot of CC's combos for the team. And not to mention that crucial steal at the end, getting that Dark Tyrant and really ending the game for Killer Gaming. And you have to watch this. He was just there being really aggressive. And Megumi, this player, this supporting player, this roamer, he always catch those chances, going in, getting those CCs, and providing, you know, really setting up your jungler for those kills. And you can see him like in the back row, getting that tethering on the enemy, and on the last battle, just waiting for the right moment, boom, jumping in, getting 3 enemies in the process. And that was a crucial control by Impunity. And after that, you know, they got the CCs, they can even, you know, take the Tyrant easily. That Dark Tyrant battle at the end was the crucial turning point for Impunity really to shut down KG. And yet already 3 points going off Impunity. That means they're gonna knock out KG in today's match 1 in the tournament, in the knockout stage. So that 3 point already for Impunity, that's perfect for them. So yeah, and KG, they came a long way, and they held it on. You know, their Luna was getting ban outs every single game. So, you know, Impunity was really targeting their jungler, and definitely Impunity got the upper hand this time. Impunity 3-0, and yeah, we're gonna take a look at Impunity composition. I feel like Impunity composition, you know, they came in with a strategy today. They feel like, you know, if they want to do this, they want to do it right. They're gonna, you know, stop playing around. Since it's the playoffs, they gotta be more serious, and that's what Impunity did today. They came in really, really strong. They must practice with these compositions a lot, and they have a lot of compositions in their hands, and I feel like they have more compositions in their pockets. They're just waiting to use. So KG here, they have to do a better composition synergy. It can't just be about, you know, their player surrounding their core player. But Impunity, on the other hand, they're so good with all the composition. They can surround their core player using different kind of synergy. They have better synergy, like Lim Po, like Yi Xin. You know, combining with those ultimate and the CC, really well balanced. And for KG, I feel like they have, you know, a lot of defense, but they lack a little bit of damage. So we want to see those different combinations to be more synergy for KG, and I hope KG can do much better, you know, in the future. And of course, and that's gonna be our matchup for match 1. We're gonna take a small break, and we're gonna be coming right back.
Last time, we talked about hero design. In this Dev Talk, let's take a look at the stage upon which Honor of Kings heroes perform, the Hero's Gorge. We aim to provide a fun and enjoyable gaming experience in the Gorge, employing the visual design of the map and different battlefield mechanics to continuously deliver opportunities for players to feel the joy of competitive fighting. To this end, we are always seeking answers to these questions. What features do players enjoy most? How can we make a MOBA map rich and interesting? Speaking of the visual design of the Gorge map, we use 3 principles: clarity, uniqueness, and balance. Clarity means that the environment itself clearly conveys the battlefield information relevant to MOBA combat. From the very beginning of a match, the natural environment and special effects change, guiding the players along their lane. After defeating the Clash Lane's teleportation flower, players can teleport to the center of the other side of the river, allowing them to roam and provide support more quickly. textures on the ground help to show the attack range of the crystals and the towers, the movement range of jungle monsters, and more. Uniqueness means that the Gorge is based on the unique world of Honor of Kings, integrating multiple cultures and their special traits and symbols to create a one-of-a-kind combat environment. The design language of the red and blue sides of the gorge, curved and straight, are derived from our thinking on the world's cultures. The curves on the red side are inspired by the symbols of ancient Neolithic cultures, reflecting humanity's imagination at that time, as well as their observation and worship of nature. In contrast, the right angles of the blue side incorporate Eastern Bronze Age concepts of machinery. It was at this time that humans began manipulating nature and evolved technology to craft things themselves. The endless vitality of the gorge landscape is also another important feature. We want the gorge to be lush with all kinds of life. Evergreen pines, fish swimming in streams and the river, and leaves swaying in the wind. Not only should it be abundant with nature, but there should be signs of human life as well. Human activity is a highlight of all forms of life, so the gorge has a variety of human-made scenery. The stone of sorcery on the farm lane, broken bottles and jars, as well as other traces of the people who once lived there. Balance means that both teams have the same potential for victory, creating an atmosphere of fair competition for all players. The design language of both sides is different, but we work hard to ensure the overall visual feeling is the same, to avoid creating any psychological bias that might favor one team. From a standpoint of the design's visual intensity, the energy, technology, materials, etc. of both teams correspond exactly. Regarding resources, both teams' crystals, towers, and azure or crimson golems are placed in symmetrical locations on the map. Providing a fun, competitive experience for players isn't all about beautiful graphics. The design of battlefield mechanics is extremely important as well. The core design concept of the Honor of Kings battlefield is fun for all. Players on every lane can get a sense of achievement and recognition, creating an environment where everyone can have their highlight moments and contribute to the victory. Speaking of for all, we must consider the traits and habits of players on every lane, while also taking into consideration fun and competition. Regarding pacing, in a match that lasts around 15 minutes, players focus on self-protection in the early game. Laning players kill minions to earn gold, while in the allied jungle, players experience less damage. The quick resurrection time and the healing dew behind towers help ensure growth during the game's early phase. In the mid-game, players should aim to gain a gold advantage and look for chances to turn the tide. A fight over a core resource like the Overlord or Tyrant may be enough to break the rhythm of one side and give the other an advantage. In the late game, the crucial resource of the Tempest Dragon appears, provoking even fiercer combat. Defeating the Tempest Dragon provides players with benefits such as shields and damage buffs, as well as stronger Tempest Vanguard on lanes. The fight for this single resource can be the key to victory. When it comes to fun, we aim to provide players with conditions that will lead to frequent, small-scale team fights, promoting a competitive experience. Lanes should be cleared quickly to avoid getting stuck in long and tedious fighting on lanes. This incentivizes players to roam and gank after clearing their lane, generating interaction with the opposing team. The design of the lane river sprite also provides opportunities for combat. During team fights, every player has their chance to shine. For example, support players may find it hard to get kill streaks, but they can still get the perfect crowd control feat from assists. In this Dev Talk, we have aimed to share the team's thoughts on battlefield design. We hope you will have a thrilling and highlight-filled combat experience in the Gorge of Honor of Kings and get a taste of the true fun of MOBA competition. That's all for this Dev Talk. Stay tuned for the next one. For more insights on version updates and improvements, keep an eye on Ying's column on our official social media channels. That's where we collect all of your questions and do our best to provide you with answers. We look forward to your feedback and suggestions.
玄武听命。
That's gonna be a 4-move trade.
扫孤玉。
Triple kill.
全力以赴做正确的事。
Because Garo is gonna be here. They made a huge mistake.
Triple kill.
Because Garo is gonna be here. They made a huge mistake.
Triple kill.
双枪会给出答案。
They're gonna engage. 10x going in with the ultimate. And this could be it.
再给你一首歌的时间。
Right there. Ear get taken down. RCG, they want to back off a little bit. They're getting taken a little bit too low. Popping in with the ultimate on the Marco Polo. Triple kill.
藏好了吗？
It's gonna be a quadra kill.
灼烧黑夜的热情。接住，在下的飞吻。
粉色炮火，绝佳搭配。
Quadra kill.
哎，我在这儿。
This fight
来看烟花吗？
at this point, whoever gets the overload gets the upper lead, and Lexio goes in. Look at that damage. Look at that mini.
试试新发明。
chaining that. It's gonna get double, triple, quadra. It's gonna be a quadra. Maybe it's gonna get a penta.
准备好了吗？
What? Oh my gosh! I cannot believe this.
别怕，交给我。火鹰来了，来看烟花吗？
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the KAW tournament. As we move forward into the playoffs, we're going to have our match 2 of our losers bracket tournament. It's going to be Scars against RCG. And whoever wins this match is going to move forward in the tournament, fighting against impunity. After that, that's going to be our losers bracket. Whoever gets to win that round moves forward to the semifinals and the qualifiers bracket to fight against off of the double elimination rounds against the winners bracket. So this is going to be really important. Whoever wins this losers bracket gets to fight the winners brackets, the teams that come out on the bottom. So it's going to be really important here. And there's going to be a lot of pressure coming in from Scars and a lot of pressure coming in from RCG. They are facing against, the top teams here. And whoever wins this round is going to go against impunity. So, either way, the pressure is going to be on. Scars over here, they competed and they came a long way too. And RCG, I remember they had a winning streak going on for them for a while. But they got defeated by RTZ in the final day of the regular stage. So both teams coming in, and I feel like RCG got a little bit of the upper hand here. Okay, RCG is being really aggressive. They fought Scars in the past, and Scars, as you can see, this is Scars team members. You got ASC in the mid, OG K2 and Scars Autumn. They're really good. as a dynamic duo at the bottom, and Autumn is in number 2 place in the MVP charts next to Up. So yeah, they're doing a really good job of getting their name out there, and maybe they're gonna surround their core player in those matchup. Different kind of strategies gonna be implemented from both teams. RCG over here, comparing on the team data comparisons, we have the damage per minutes is pretty much the same. I feel like it relatively those scores really much the same. Those Overlord kills also really similar, but on the Tyrant kills, they're gonna have that Scars coming on top, and go per minute. Wow, actually Scars got the go per minute. I was thinking RCG would have that, but wow, from the data, surprisingly, Scars have the advantage here. The go per minute is definitely gonna be more, and the Tyrant kill percentage is definitely gonna be higher on Scars. And yes, I feel like RCG 10X has been doing really well in this match, and they got that Liu Ban and Lam combo is working really well for them, and they're just gonna have that strategy implementing for them surrounding that player 10X. So let's see how they're gonna go against Scars, and the Scars probably gonna have prioritized that core player Autumn as their ADC is being really aggressive, and such a outstanding ADC player. So yeah, it's gonna be on, but both teams is gonna face the pressure, and as we know, we are going with the BO5s here. So we done with the BO2s, and this is a playoff, so BO5 is gonna test your hero pool. At the same time, you're not gonna have those meta pick every single round. You gotta change up the strategies. So it's gonna be a little bit challenging for RCG. Also, is a little bit challenging for Scars. But looking from my data so far, I feel like Scars, they already fought in the past, RCG against Scars, and from the previous match, I feel like both teams are pretty even. You got Scars going up against RCG in the past, and Scars were going toe-to-toe against RCG. So I feel like they're not gonna have that much of a problem against RCG if they can keep their cool. So we're gonna go into the BP phase right away. Already seeing Lady Suen getting banned out, and also the Jane getting banned out on the RCG side, followed by the 2 supports, Tai Jenner and John Fei. So you're gonna see those common bans already, and Scars ASD, I feel like for their team, they're gonna prioritize that mid laner for ASD. That's gonna be Shamunshi, and having that mid lane meaning faster rotations. And RCG over here already with the synergy of Musashi and Libu. So those are a great duo already for RCG. Yeah, let's see how Scars is gonna reply to this. Scars definitely gonna go with the high meta pick. It's gonna be Sha Ho Dun, and they might even go with Liu Ban as a support here. But I'm really curious to see what kind of ADC that Scars is gonna go with. I feel like it's gonna be maybe Liu Ban number 7, or Huan Zhong. It's gonna be really up to them how they're gonna decide. But over here, Yixing is getting picked up. I feel like Yixing is great choice. You're gonna see always Yixing in this BO5, and the mid laners getting picked up. We don't see a lot of Mai Shinuis yet. Like, I feel like those Mai Shinuis are being less picked up today in this game. We haven't seen those going on. So everybody just being really safe with those choices. Nobody want to be like really aggressive and risk the mid lane. So RCG dissect that combo, and he's gonna ban out Huan Zhong and Liu Ban number 7. So those choices is gonna be banned out. But hey, Scars over over here. They still have this. They still have Garo. They still have Yu and Jez. So there's still some good backup choices instead of Luban number 7 and Huanzhong. So Scars is still up in the chart here. They still have the advantage. You know, they have the Shaman Shi in the mid. They have the Xiahou Dun. But yeah, it all depends on their ADC. You know, what kind of ADC, so they can surround that strategy around that core player Autumn. And Shen Bing is gonna get banned out here, and also Lombard. So those supports getting banned out, as RCG is still missing one. So RCG's turn to choose and what they will pick up. They need a KAW. Yes, great choice. But they also need a support to go with that. John's Play is already out. Lombard is already out. Shen Bing is already out. So you don't have much choices. Maybe pick a safe choice for support. But all the good supports, all the meta supports are getting picked up already. Autumn, great choice. Alexio is still there on the table. Besides Huanzhong and Luban number 7. You know, at first I didn't thought Alexio was getting banned out, but next thing I know, like, yo, Lady Xuan get banned out, Luban number 7 get banned out, Huanzhong get banned out, so there's still Alexio left. Definitely a great choice. And yes, RCG, I feel like they're missing the support, but I feel like Liuban can also play as a support, and that is gonna be a lot of tankiness for RCG. But still, I feel like Scar's composition, you know, their attack is gonna be online in the late games. They got Autumn in the late games. That's gonna be really, really good for Scars to do so. So they need to execute this game really carefully, and they should be okay. As long as they don't get really ganged up by RCG, Scars already have a great composition that's looking really, really good. And RCG, on the other hand, their synergy is also really good. They can really finish them off with one blow. And if RCG is able to do that, then yes. But if they don't execute the combo well enough, I feel like Scars can come back really strong, because they got Alexio, and the longer the Alexio stays in battle, the more damage he's gonna do. And if you're gonna let him do all those damage, the rest of RCG is gonna fall down really easily. So yeah, let's see how Scars is able to handle this situation against RCG. Down high on the top against River. So I feel like, you know, River gonna have that lane advantage towards the Libu at the beginning, but not for long. As Libu scales better into the late games, it's gonna be an advantage for him. Already we're gonna see the teammates coming out of here, you know, looking at the 3D models of those characters, looking really fancy. And ASD already in the mid, getting those level 2, try to go for those rotations and try to go for those jungle camps already. Scars being super aggressive in the beginning already, actually getting that jungle camp and already rotating top, putting pressure on Libu. Yeah, we can see the rotation definitely is going to be better here on Scars. And if they can use this to their advantage, they can really gain more control of the map in the early games. And Scars maybe trying to be more aggressive. They have the composition to do so, but they really want to go with the counter engagement, because the engagement on RCG is really brutal. Almost everything land at the same time. It's gonna be really devastating. So they need to survive those Libu ultimates. They need to survive the 10x Musashi combo right here. Scars coming in. I feel like it's gonna be a good battle for Scars, but Scars members get taken out. People get to the more. River is trying to flash out, but he flashed out towards the top direction. He didn't go back into the base, and that's gonna cost Scars already 2 kills. It's gonna be a 2-for-0 trade. And in favor of RCG, already got that 2 kills, already getting that first blood advantage in the first 2 minutes. RCG looking really, really good right now. And yeah, the laning phase definitely RCG got the upper lead, and Libu is leading on top against River. Then let's see if that Alexio can do a lot of damage too. Already, we're gonna see the rotation coming in for RCG. Try to get some goals as possible, and feel like they need to rotate as a unit here. Scars try to take it slow, as they don't want to push a lot, because they have Ishin, and that Ishin ultimate can be really, really devastating. Also, those, RCG composition is going to be really devastating too. They got Libu and Musashi, and I feel like the weakness is going to be on that top lane, where they want to find an opening. So we're going to go into a small pause right now, but we're going to be back into the game match in no times here. And definitely RCG's composition, they have that better synergy. Like, they have that combo going after each other. So as long as they land those combos really, it's going to be really troubles for Scars. If Scars can't survive those attacks, it's going to be devastating. So they need to find a way how to survive those combos. So Libu combo, avoiding those huge fights where they are grouped up together. So they need to watch for their positionings in the team fights. As long as they're positioning themselves really well, they won't get hit by those ultimates, and they can really separate the team fights maybe into 2 different groups. We're already right here. Dalhai and 10X going in with the damage. It's gonna take out Tay goes down without the help of River, and already RCG is gaining on that. ASD in trouble, trying to find a way out, but hey, here's the combo coming in from RCG's members. He managed to get away, but he's just so low and he has to go back. Great synergy attack on RCG's member already. Bear doing a lot of damage to the back row, and Autumn falls as well. Alexio falls. Shahoden has to back out as he is falling behind on the top lane, as RCG's members Dalhai having the lane advantage on him, and RCG just gaining this momentum. 4 minutes already in, and we can see the goal just leading for RCG with a 2k difference, and Scars is falling a little bit behind. Already we can see Musashi starting out on the Tyrant.
Tyrant has been defeated.
Tyrant most likely is going to go to RCG. RCG got the Tyrant. That's going to be another goal lead for RCG. Already another fight happening. Dowhan trying to go in really deep. Diving in with the damage. The true damage is going to be coming out. Liuban goes in. This is trouble for Xiaohouzhen. Xiaohouzhen try to run. Dowhan going extremely deep. Libu just showing really dominance, getting really aggressive plays. River in trouble. He managed to escape, but look at here, Dalhai is on the chase. Dalhai getting hit by the tower. He's able to take down River, but the meantime, he falls as well. That's gonna be 1-for-1 trade for both here, but still RCG got the upper hand. They know how to deal with this position. So yeah, again, RCG doing really well. Like they're using the synergy, just pushing forward.
Red team has
And Scars over here,
destroyed
they
a
relied
turret.
a little bit too much on Autumn this match. So they need to, you know, get together and have more synergy combos with different compositions. Already want to see that fight happening. RCG jumping in. Libu 360 jumping in. Again with those true damage. Oh my god, Libu doing a lot. Double kill for Libu, and he always able to get out because of Liu Ban's ultimate. And there's a lot of ultimate just popping in at the same time. Great synergy on RCG. Like their synergy is working really well. KAW getting a little bit too low, but hey, Tay is in trouble. Another ultimate popping up on 10x is gonna finish Tay off already. RCG getting that kill, gaining that snowball advantage over Scars. And I feel like that early rotation didn't really work out, you know, for Scars. You know, they did do the rotate, but it wasn't effective. You know, they didn't really get the jump on RCG. And now Libu is out of control. The real damage, the true damage coming in. We're gonna see those invasions happening right now. RCG gets the early lead on Scars, and that's gonna be a lot of pressure for Scars to make a comeback here. Maybe they can engage the fight. As you know, Musashi is clearing the lanes. It was their time to engage, but they're at a goal deficit for Scars. Scars don't want to make any risk, but I feel like they have to take some risk. If the game is gonna go into late game, it's gonna be really devastating for Scars, because they got Libu, they got Musashi, and they got KAW. All those damages is gonna be super devastating. And I don't think, you know, if Autumn, you know, makes it happen, then it's cool. But right now it's kind of hard for Autumn to do those plays, as he doesn't have enough go to make those outplays. Right here, Libu jumping again, feeling so confident, but it's gonna be a small mistake on RCG's hand. Getting a little bit too confident here, but it's okay. They just want to take down that inner turret at the top, and that's gonna be enough. They want to back off. They don't want to engage without Libu's ultimate. As you can see, Libu's ultimate is gonna be really important, knocking them up, and 10x just saving for that ultimate, and really gaining on those priority targets. Already Ishin walking into the grass, realizing there was multiple enemies there, and Scars actually getting the kill right here. Alexio's damage coming in online. That's 2 players down for RCG, and Scars has managed to make a small turnaround comeback here. And I feel like Scars need to play more like this. They want to have RCD make those small mistakes like that. Ishin walking into the gas, not knowing that there was multiple members there, and RCG is slipping right now. And Scars is actually, you know, making a comeback here. Just waiting for that Autumn to have the damage online. It should be enough. You know, those dives, those ultimate dives coming from Libu and 10x, it shouldn't be a trouble as long as they survive this, you know, as long as they get tankier and having the frontliner like Xiaohou doing and like Tay to take the damage. It's gonna provide Autumn with a lot of ability right there. Coming in, the Libu ultimate combo with Liu Ban, but I don't think it's gonna work out here. As we are moving into the late game, those tankiness on Scars is gonna be really up, and it's gonna be harder for RCG to take down the back row as well. Let's see who can get this dragon. The dragon goes to RCG. RCG got the Dark Tyrant. They're gonna go with the fight. But Sandstorm popping in. The Musashi ultimate popping in still. That's gonna be trouble for ASD. ASD goes down. That's gonna be a 3 trade here. 3 members goes down for Scars. And I feel like RCG, they're able to make that invasion happen. Lil Bon popping in already, protecting KAW in the process, and also protecting Heart in the process. And Heart is managed to survive, and this is coming back into RCG's part as well. Already RCG showing them they're not backing down without a fight. Already we're gonna see that Overlord getting destroyed. RCG gaining that Overlord and already gaining the map control. Scars, they have to do something here. They have to do something right away here. Scars, they can't be, you know, they have to be proactive. They cannot be reactive. RCG actually trying to use this pressure using Libu. Libu already got this true damage going on, and that's gonna be trouble here for
Red team has destroyed a
Scars. Scars try to find a way to make the fight possible in their advantage, in their favor, but they have to get rid of that Libu, the knockups, and also that shield coming from their support. Lil Bon is gonna be a lot of damage coming in already. The combination, the knockup, ASD goes down, but here comes the rest of the members of Scars. But the Sandstorm is gonna be popping in. RCG getting double kill, getting the ace on Scars. This is crazy, triple kill for RCG. And the Vanguard is gonna be in on the bottom lane, and the game is gonna go down. RCG getting the first win of the first round on Scars. What an incredible synergy. Yes, and those damages is coming in hot. Wow, the early lane advantages. I feel like Libu got the advantage on the top lane, even though it was facing with the teammates from your team member. It helped out. Top lane was executed really fast. Libu was on the right track, and he was just you know, killing everyone with those damages, and he was just leading the game pretty much. And Musashi's combo really synergies really well with Libu, and also Libu can be a little bit more aggressive since, you know, they got Lil Bon coming in with the shield on the ultimate. So a lot of tankiness on this Libu. Libu's in this match, I feel like he's like the tank, the front line. Also, he has damage, so he has the best of both worlds here. You know, he has the true damage, he gets the shield damage, he has the shield and armor, and the helps and the knockups from the rest of the team from RCG. So really synergy here. We're gonna see a lot of great plays, and I've realized that all the teams that's been winning today they have really good synergies, like Libu and Musashi. And another like a great synergy is Libu and Janfei, and Libu and Ishin also do a great synergy combo, and I realized, you know, these synergies goes better with your team. It's gonna be a better, well-balanced combo instead of having, you know, different kind of synergies that doesn't have a synergy. Like main is gonna be focused more on your ADC, but having that Libu and having that synergy combo with different members of your team is gonna provide huge differences in the team battle. And as you can see, down high getting that Pure Sky, also 10x getting that Pure Sky as well. Already super tankiness warrior in the front, and yeah, Tay was just getting constantly get taken out, and Autumn didn't really have the environment to do those damages. And yes, RCG taking away the first round win. They are feeling really confident right now, and I feel like they defeated Scars in the past. Like Scars versus RCG, I have to find that for you. Like
they are killing it. And RCG definitely, they defeated Scars in the last week of the tournament. And if I back into the group stage here, you know, RCG definitely got the upper hand on Scars. And definitely, yeah, RCG dominating, showing Scars how it's done. And they're gonna have more matches coming up as they, you know, secure round 1 of this tournament. You know, RCG's gonna have more confidence, and it's all about that mentality. You know, how can you get the first win out of the first round? And RCG, they have done it. They done a great job in the first match, locking down the first win. So they're going to be obviously a lot more confident, and they're going to have a better mentality over Scars. Scars, on the other hand, is going to feel a lot of pressure, you know, trying to get coming into the second round, that realizing that they lost the first round. So already you're going to see 10X getting another MVP here. You know, last week he got a lot of MVPs, and here he's at it again, getting this MVP with the 7-1-9 on the KDA and 26% damage dealt. And yeah, he was just setting up the kills for Libu. I feel like his knockup is gonna provide Libu with the second knockup, and he always used that ultimate. You know, he goes in using that ultimate, and always Libu was able to get that knockup because, you know, Musashi buy him a lot of time, you know, get those knockups in the later of the team match. Like right here, Musashi's position in the front, jumping so high in the battleground, knocking up Luban. So that buys a lot of time. As long as 10X goes in, Daohan is gonna go in. You know, your teammate's gonna be behind you all the time, and they're gonna back you up no matter what. Right here, the battle is gonna be happening. The knockup again coming in. ASD just falls down just like that. And Musashi jumping in again. And the follow-up is always there from Libu. So those two really, really works well. The synergy is amazing between Libu and Miyamoto Musashi. And already the first round is gonna go to RCG. And yeah, RCG, they are feeling really, really good. And I feel like today they're just gonna go with the best composition as possible. RCG taking the first win. And yeah, Scars, they have to have some, you know, more synergized composition. They do have the synergy composition, you know, in match, but it wasn't quite enough. And I feel like the Alexio, the damage didn't really quite come online. It was online. There was just too much pressure coming from RCG. All right, we're gonna go to our round 2. Of the BP phase. They're gonna switch sides versus Scars on the right, on the red. And we're gonna see some Gunshan Lee getting banned out, also as Jane. Seems like they want to deny those super high mobility heroes as well as those assassins, and banning out Tai Jenner and Shamunshi. The Scars really don't want to see Tai Jenner on their side, as they know that Tai Jenner can be a really much of a threat in late game, and also provides the go for the ADC. So, you know, banning out those heroes, that's gonna be a lot for Scars. And banning out Shamunshi as well. They don't want them to use that Shamunshi, as they already used that in the first round. And we're gonna see another great synergy coming out. I feel like Scars is going with the synergy combo this time. Scars is gonna have the Ata, gonna have that Shunbin. So they're gonna have a lot of sustainability and flexibility. And RCG locking down the Marco Polo, and feeling really with confidence here. And that Marco Polo, the damage, you know, it's gonna be online. The true damage is gonna be really devastating. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out, but you know, Marco Polo, as long he survives the early laning, it should be good for him. Early laning is gonna be a little bit difficult, but for Marco Polo. But once he goes through that first 5 minutes of the game, as long he has no death, he's gonna get those items. And once he get those items, those damage is gonna be coming out online. So again, the laning phases is gonna be really tough for Marco Polo. If you want to play this character, you have to be really vigilant, and you know, you got to be super careful about when you want to go in and when you want to engage, because your HP bar is going to go down really fast. You have to be more careful. But once you set up the right angles, once you set up the right kills, it's going to be good. But yeah, I feel like, you know, both teams are really good. You know, they both fought each other in the group stage. You know, RCG beat Scars and Scars beat RCG. So they're really pretty much even in the group stage, and now they're facing each other in the playoffs. So, you know, both teams are feeling the pressure. So first round, it went to RCG, but still, Scars still have the potential to come back, as they know they defeated RCG in the past, so it shouldn't be a problem for them. But who never know? We'll never know. You know, both teams might practice a lot with their teams, so they're reading each other's composition and analyzing their strategy. So let's see what Scar is gonna do here. Try to get that mid laner as Injen, and they're gonna lock it down. So it seems like they're lacking an ADC right about now. And you can see Autumn, like, always the last to get picked up. They want to counter pick RCG, and they're going to prioritize on that player, Autumn. And RCG over here, they need to lock down another hero for the top laners. And thinking about using Zhao Jun as the mid laner, great choice. And yeah, if they're gonna lock down Zhao Jun, that's gonna be some CCs coming out of here, and some AoE damage already. We already have a lot of damage coming out RCG, but can they maintain that early game? If early game goes well for RCG, I feel like it's gonna be another win for them. But Scars over here, they have some sustainability in battle. They got Ato, they got Shenbing. So as long as that mid lane doesn't fall, I feel like Scar is gonna have a greater chance here. But the synergy is a bit low here on Scars. I mean, the synergy is still there, but it wasn't good as the Libu and the Musashi combo. But still, they have Autumn as the ADC, and the Scars gonna try to make it happen, try to make those early rotation as much as possible. But I feel like the rotation wise, I feel like it's gonna be a 50-50. Zhao Jun definitely gonna have the upper hand, as you know, Zhao Jun can really use those CCs on Scars. So Scars, they have to watch it. If you know Musashi jumping in, you know, he's gonna get frozen by Heart, you know, their mid laner for RCG, and it's gonna be really difficult for Scars to actually fight back if they get frozen in the process. And Injun is too squishy in the mid. If they take down Injun in the beginning, and if Injun goes down too early, that mid lane is gonna fall, and that's gonna create an opening for the jungler. So yeah, both teams have to be careful here. You know, RCG has to watch their bottom lane, because you know, Marco Polo is going to be really weak in the laning phase in the beginning against Autumn. So, you know, as long as they guard their RCG bottom lane and maintain that early game momentum, RCG should be good. But if Scars lose that mid lane in the beginning, that's going to be bad for them. Their jungle is going to get constantly invaded. So as long as they maintain that mid lane and really gank that Marco Polo pretty well, Scars definitely have my pick in this game. So let's see what's gonna happen. Anything can happen here, you know. But the aggressiveness from 10X and RCG is still there. So we're gonna see a lot of, you know, exciting stuff from both teams. And I can't wait to see this happen. RCG on the left versus Scars on the right. And we're gonna jump into the game right away. Already, we're gonna see that Marco Polo moving down on the bottom lane. And over here, we got Autumn moving down on the bottom lane as well. And already going to see the fight happening. Trying to make something happen here from both sides. And yeah, already going to see the top lane getting the fight in the mix. Everybody just trading 1v1, trading blows. Right here, just fighting for the jungle camps. Seems like River has the advantage on down high, getting his HP really low. Now he has to go back here. So laning phase is going to be really difficult for Down High against Ata, as Ata is so tanky in the beginning of the game, and Ata can really provide a lot of damage and also CCs as he move on to the later games. He gets so tanky. He's gonna have those armors up. He's gonna have that shovel putting down here, and that's gonna block off a lot of RCG's members. 1 minute 30 seconds, and that's the collusion of the Clash lane creeps and the minions, and we might see a gank happening as we move into here. This next second, Zhao Jun is in the grass using that freeze, but though is unsuccessful. He has to get out. If not, I feel like the rest of Scar just gonna surround him and beat the crap out of Zhao Jun. So Zhao Jun, no hesitation, using that flash to get out there as soon as possible. Already down high, facing a lot of pressure here because, you know, a lot of tankiness from River. So no damage yet on Mulan, and no damage yet on Bear, the Marco Polo for RCG.
First blood.
Oh, this might be a comeback. The damage coming out of Mulan actually getting to level 4. That's when the damage come out. Mulan can actually switch, you know, from light mode to heavy mode, using the heavy mode to absorb the damage and using the quick mode to execute those succession damage over time, and he was able to get the kill on River. That's a great laning tactic, and I feel like, yeah, Mulan got the level advantage ahead of Ata. So Down High is doing a really good job. So I'm really looking forward to Down High, how he can go into the back row and executing GNG and executing ASD. And we might see a fight happening here. And the execution, I feel like it's gonna be, the synergy is gonna work well on RCG. You got Zhang Fei and Marco Polo pumping in. Right here, Tay-Tay in trouble here. The two-man coming in for RCG is gonna take down Musashi. And the process, Musashi just getting constantly invaded, and he does not have the teammate there to help him. RCG looking for a way to make a play, and RCG definitely got the upper lead. And as long as they pass the laning phase, this should be gonna be good. Laning phase is gonna be over, guys. 4 minutes already. Pace is gonna be a lot faster. Turret already gone for Scars on the top lane, and we're gonna see a fight over for River Control pretty soon because the Tyrant is already out. You know, everybody's gonna go for that Tyrant, try to get the extra goal for their team. Right here, Marco Polo feeling some pressure from Autumn, but here comes the team. Here comes Heart Heart's gonna block off that damage. The ultimate from ASD gonna drive him back into the towers. And look at this. I feel like Day1 just looking for an opportunity here. 10x and Day1 just really targeting Tay. They see him. Tay is in trouble. Look at that heavy sword pushing Tay back. And using that heavy sword to leverage the opportunity to take some damage. And that's going to be a double kill for 10x. Can 10x make this triple kill possible? Yes, it's going to be a triple kill for RCG. 10x Nakaruru coming in with those damage. And wow, already 5 kills, 5 minutes. And for RCG, RCG is doing so well right now. And right there, Tay is getting constantly invaded in the early games. He's gonna suffer a lot. He's gonna see Nakaruru and Day1 every single time when he was in that jungle. And look at his goal. Like his goal is not even higher than Mulan. Mulan's and Nakaruru's goal already surpassing Musashi. So Musashi over here is facing the pressure, and their teammate is going to be facing the pressure as well. It's like going to be a butterfly effect. Like, you know, your jungler doesn't do really well, so it's going to put a lot of pressure on the top lane and the bottom lane as well. And I feel like their top lane is not doing so well. Their jungle is not doing so well for Scars. So definitely RCG has the upper hand. That's gonna give, you know, Marco Polo some more space to do his thing. Already sending Atta in to check the grass. Scars trying to make something happen here, but they don't have the go advantage here. And slowly, you know, RCG is gonna overtake them in those goals. We're gonna see the switching sides here, and we're gonna go to that small replay where that Marco Polo is on the bottom, going in, and the fight is gonna be happening already.
Blue team has destroyed a turret.
Blue team locking it in on those towers, and blue team is really moving in right here. All eyes on Marco Polo. Marco Polo in the background doing some damage. River is in the back doing some damage to Marco Polo, but the baiting, the hit and run, the kiting is gonna be Marco Polo's advantage over here. You can't have one person just going after Marco Polo. Marco Polo will kite, and he does a really good job at kiting. And he will kite the heck out of you if you are not careful. And that's what happened to Atta. Atta was just in the back and having no movement ability, and just get taken out so easily.
Shut down.
Already, Nakaruru getting ganked at the top there, but it didn't really slow RCG down. RCG still pushing like crazy, and their pace is doing really good. Like, they're taking it slow, but at the same time, they're a little bit more aggressive, which I do like. RCG putting that pressure on Scars, and Scars, they need to gain their they need to gain their advantage back into the jungle right now. Tay is losing a lot of go already, and Tay need to get their go back on track. And I like this Mulan. You know, Mulan is really pushing a lot of pressure on Scars, pushing the towers, pushing the creeps in, and having that minion just, you know, dominate over a certain lane. Already Mulan using the heavy sword to take all that damage. Is gonna unleash that heavy sword on 2 enemies, but he gets taken out in the process. It's not gonna be enough, and his teammate is not there in time to do those damage. RCG, Marco Polo coming in for some damage. Here's come 1v1. Tay against Nakaruru, but ASD is in the back, and that Mamaha is gonna finish off Musashi. And here comes Heart. Heart try to use those damage, but the sidestepping from ASD is gonna avoid those damage, but it's not gonna be enough as Nakaruru comes back and take down ASD down. What a teamwork by RCG. Scars member goes down. That's gonna be a 2-for-0 trade here for RCG. RCG using that advantage. They're gonna capitalize, get that blue out of the Scars jungle, and RCG still going on. Here comes Mulan in the back. There might be trouble for Autumn. Autumn going a little bit too deep. He has to use that flash to get out, or else he's gonna get hammered down by Down High and the rest of the members of RCG. RCG already getting that goal lead, getting that kill count lead, and they're on a roll right now. Not really getting that already. 8.7k in goal. Definitely, they got the bottom getting the better control. They're gonna get that Dark Tyrant, and already on the bottom lane, like Down High already go into the high ground towers, and that high ground tower almost gone on the bottom lane. This is crazy. Already taking out River in a 4v4 situation. This is crazy. River doesn't have the tankiness enough, and right here, Tay Tay is in trouble fighting against two players. Tay Tay goes in, using the ultimate to escape, but hey, here comes TNX and the rest of the members of Scars is gonna back up Tay Tay. Tay Tay goes down. That's gonna be a 2-for-2 trade right there for both teams. Tay Tay was such a one member. Oh, look at that Mulan! Knowing that someone's in the grass, using that combo to take down Shunbin. This is trouble for ASD, getting surrounded by multiple members of Scars right here. Mulan's gonna find and gonna spot Autumn in the grass. And wow, already multiple members to get taken out on Scars. And wow, RCG, their damage is coming online, and this is trouble for Scars, because you have Nakaru damage coming online, also Marco Polo. Marco Polo is going to deal a significant amount of damage in this late game right here, and we got to keep our eyes on Marco Polo and Nakaru. Nakaru dealing so much damage to Tay Tay. Tay Tay has to go back.
Blue team has destroyed a turret.
Already, RC showing true dominance. Something happened here. Scars looking on the retreat here as RCG just slowly putting their hands around Scars' heart, you know, ready to snatch it out in any second. And they're losing vision, you know, Scars is losing vision one by one. Ata try to gain some vision for Scars, but it's gonna be dangerous, it's gonna be risky, you know, standing in the open like that. RCG again, they don't want to, you know, be too greedy. They just want to, you know, take their resources one by one until their goal reach a skyrocketing point where they don't need to, you know, engage anymore. They can just like let the fight come to them instead of more engaging in the fight. But as soon as they reach those 10k goal league, we're gonna see them engage the fight even more. They want to engage fights if they're gonna have a winning advantage in those goals. So as the goal come closer, pretty soon they're gonna have that goal league over Scars, and they can start the battle more often. But right now they're keeping their cool and playing it really cautiously. Like they want to take down one member first, but if they get that goal league later on, they can engage any single time without, you know, being risky. So this is still a risk if they get taken out in battle. If they get taken out in battle right now, they're gonna lose their towers, and they're doing a really good job on their towers. Like their mid lane is still there, but rest of the towers, this first tier tower, second tier tower, already fallen for Scars. And I feel like RCG is going with a double dragon here, and you can see the vision for RCG. They have vision, they have damage, they got gold. And right here, already, RCG showing true dominance. Marco Polo getting hit in the process by the gold card, but Sunface a little bit too late on the ultimate. Look at that Scars. Scars gonna have the upper advantage here. Scars getting that crucial control, crowd control. Look at that DNJ going out of control, out of getting the attack on the members of RCG, and this is a turning point for Scars if they can come back into the match. And yes, the initiation by Autumn was incredible. Using that go cards to execute on to the members of RCG, and they were able to get that kill out of them, and they were able to fight back. Right now, Scars is doing a really good job of fighting it back, and their goal is pretty much equalizing by just one battle. Autumn is doing super well with those damages, and they just need to surround that damage, that core player Autumn, and everything else should work out pretty well. But RCG, they need to be careful. They got the ball rolling for them, but they just lost the momentum here. Now they gotta build up that momentum again. Right there, 10x. Trying to make a play happening. 10x, the playmaker is gonna go in, and that damage, look at that, boom, explosive damage, instant kill, double kill for Nakaruru. Nakaruru gonna use that momentum to go forward, but look over here, Saoji is getting caught by Tay Tay. Tay Tay is gonna take him out, but the rest of the member here, Valkyrie is gonna come in with the true damage, and is gonna set up the jungler for another kill, and they have to go back. Last man standing for Scars. I don't think Scars can hold it out much longer. He's gonna fall down. The reincarnation coming in for RCG. He's gonna survive, and Tay Tay is gonna survive. Not gonna survive long enough, and that cannon is gonna move in. The crystal is gonna fall for Scars. Congratulations to RCG once again. Wow, RCG showing some true dominance in that game. Like, in the beginning, I thought, Mulan's gonna have a difficult time against Ata, but no, he actually got the early kill and gaining the advantage and using that heavy blade to set up a lot of ganks and Nakaruru explosive damage, getting that DNJ. Like, nobody was able to stop Nakaruru's damage. And yeah, not to mention Marco Polo's damage as well. So there was a lot of damage coming in from both sides, and it all worked out. It was crazy. RCG takes the win again. So the game point match is gonna be coming up again for both sides. And RCG, if they manage to take this point, they're able to win this series, and they're gonna move forward in the tournament against Impunity. But will that be happen? I feel like Scars, they still have something left in them. They can still continue this fight. They almost make a good turnaround in those fights, but they just have to be careful in their positioning. They're not Karuru. Their Marco Polo was too dangerous on RCG. So, they need to, Scars need to have that better positioning to avoid all those ultimates, and really, using those support to track the grass pretty well. I know that John Fay did a really good job of providing constant vision for RCG in those crucial moments, and they even got a double dragon out of that. And even though they went a little bit too deep, RCG, they were a little bit rushed. That's why they made small mistakes. They lost that momentum, but they were able to come back with that significant goal lead. And that Mama Haha and that Nakaruru did so much damage. They were able to burst down, DNJ in a couple hits, which is crazy. And as long as DNJ gets taken out, the rest of the team was just piece of cake for RCG. So definitely RCG getting that upper hand. And let's look at the statistic here. RCG, (10x) getting those goals, getting that speaker, and so much damage coming in. The Spark Force dagger and the Doomsday, and also some tankiness item on Marco Polo too. So I really like that. I really like that. They're going with the balanced composition over here. And both teams, you know, they have fairly well, you know, fairly equalized go in the beginning, but at the end, RCG just having that double dragon and using that momentum just push on all those towers. They definitely have the tower advantage in the early game. That's why RCG was getting so much control over the jungles, over the river controls, and so definitely those matches is gonna be good. And yeah, RCG showed us what to take to win this match. And we're gonna go with the MVP. It's gonna be 10X once again. 10X is on a roll. Like, he's been getting constant MVPs a lot lately. And the way he used Lam, the way he used Nakaruru. And look at that KDA of 13 and 3 and 2, and damage dealt 33.8%. 10X was leading the game, and he was his crucial kill. The crucial kill to getting is on that kill on that last battle where he has that kill on DNJ. As he got the siege breaker, the damage is gonna be insane on Nakaruru going in, and Tay was feeling a lot of pressure because Tay getting taken out constantly in the beginning, and Tay was suffering. So that's why Nakaruru was able to have a, you know, easier time getting that early kill and getting that triple kill, like maybe like 5 minutes into the game already. So everything really farmed up for Nakaruru. And again, 1v1, definitely Nakaruru is gonna coming out on top. But usually, you know, Musashi, he can really fight Nakaruru, but if he don't have to go for that, Nakaruru is gonna dominate him. And definitely right here, this is the last fight happening. Nakaruru finding a position, going in. Wow, just taking out the back row instantly. And he was able to still manage to survive in the end, able to take down more members of Scars. So round 2 is gonna go to RCG, and next round is gonna give you the game matching point. If RCG managed to win the next round, no problem. They're able to move on in the tournament against Impunity. Now, let's see what Scar is going to reply to this. Scars have to do everything in their power right now if they want to fight back. If they lose this round, they are gone forever. And they're going to get knocked out. They're going to get eliminated. And they do not want that to happen. So that's going to be a lot of pressure for Scars over here in this next round. And I'm really curious to see how RCG is gonna do it. Like, is RCG gonna be more aggressive? Seems like all the composition that we see today still have a balanced situation where they can be more aggressive if they want, but also at the same time they can be more defensive if they want, you know. So without further ado, we're gonna go into the third round, the BP phase. Scars on your left, CG on the right. And we're gonna jump in. Ladies Trend is a ban out for Scars, and also as Libu get banning out. It seems like RCG doesn't want Scars to go with that Libu combo where they're gonna have Janfei and Libu, or you know, so RCG definitely don't want the true damage for them this match. But Scars is gonna go with Taijin. They're gonna ban out Lady Strength, but you know, they're gonna still choose Taijin, and they're gonna match it with another ADC. And RCG try to make something happen here, getting that Muntian out in the field, and as well as Jane. And wow, already we're seeing 2 combos coming out of RCG. Jane and Muntian, they go pretty well together. You know, Muntian is gonna provide that shield, and it's gonna give their ADC or their junglers more to do damage. And once you get that space to your jungler or a 10x, in this case, he's gonna take over the battlefield just like that. All right, Scars. They're gonna go with Luna for their jungler and also Nimpo as their top lane. But hey, great choice. RCG is gonna go with Haya. I feel like Haya is gonna go so well in this game. If Luna jump in, Haya is able to take him out of battle. And yeah, who is gonna beat Haya in his own game? So yeah, Haya definitely is gonna be a great choice here if they do lock it down. It's gonna be a lot of pressure for Scars because they can't really jump into the back row. And realizing that Haya is there always all the time, they need to take out at least some members before going into those fights. So already, Scars is in a little bit of trouble here because they got some counter picks on the RCG side. And they're still missing an ADC, so these ADCs, they just they have to wait it out in the final round of the BP. They need to choose it, they need to counter pick it. So what's it gonna be, Scars? Because Scars got Tai but no Lady Strength. Maybe they're gonna go with maybe a DNJ, maybe Garo is needed because they have a lot of shield on RCG. So Garo, we might see a Garo popping up, or Alexio. We haven't seen Alexio for Scars over here, but who knows? Like RCG or Scars, they still have a lot of composition that we haven't seen yet. So, but Scars, they need to bring out the best since this is the game point match. If RCG win this, they're able to win the playoff against Scars. So Scars is gonna get eliminated if they don't win this round. So definitely a lot of pressure on Scars, and the Lumbar is gonna get picked up for RCG. So a lot of protection here. We see the passive from Lumbar. It's gonna be enough, and it's gonna synergize with Muntian, the top laner, and it's gonna provide him a lot of sustain in the battle, and providing that shield and damage. That's a lot of defense for Muntian. And yeah, it seems like they need to go with something high damage combo, and they're gonna go with Luban number 7, but it's a little bit risky because you're not gonna have protections from the rest of the team. And I feel like they need to have a strong mid laner. Scars composition looking a little bit too squishy right now. A little bit squishiness coming in from Scars. They have Jingchan mid, so Jingchan gonna have a hard time if 10x jump Jingchan and jump Luban unexpectedly. They're gonna go down just like that. And Tai Jennings ultimate is gonna be a one-time only deal. Like, he's gonna execute the ultimate, it's gonna save you one time, but for the next 45 seconds it's gonna be trouble. So RCG is looking to make it more aggressive play if they see that Jingchan's ability is off, or they're gonna see Tai Jennings' ability is gonna be used up, so they're gonna find those timing to go in. So Luban number 7 has to be more careful because there's not a lot of protection for you. Like, you got Nimpo probably is gonna go in, do some knockups, but the rest of the team is gonna lock their eyes on Luban number 7. So Luban number 7 need to find a way to survive this early game, also the late game as well. Autumn right here. I'm gonna go against DNJ. I feel like he's gonna have a better laning time in the beginning, but once he goes into the late game, he has to be careful because if he get killed, they're not gonna be a lot of damage coming out of Scars. And I feel like the well-balanced composition, it's gonna be goes to RCG once again. They have damage on every single hero, like Dalheim, 10X, Heart, Bear, and they have a solid composition with a solid front line. But over here, like for Scars, their composition is pretty surrounded. You know, Autumn, their core player. But RCG, like pretty much everybody has their own thoughts and their own thinking. So RCG probably gonna have an upper hand here again. They can pretty much, you know, work together with each other seamlessly because they all know like what they're gonna do. Like their combos, their rotation is always there. Same thing for Scars. I feel like the composition is good, but the synergy is not quite as well as RCG. And if that Luban goes down, it's gonna be trouble for Scars. Already 1 minute and 38 seconds, and we're gonna see those ganks happening or those invades happening pretty soon here. Both junglers already level 4, looking to make some huge damage, looking for trouble here as they try to find a way to make something happen. But so far so good, just farming, as Scars really want to take it slower this time. Since last game and the previous game before that, Scars wasn't doing so good, so they need to get their head back into the game. But they got their back against the walls right now. They have to fight to the end, and Scars is facing pressure at the same time, because if they lose this battle, they're not gonna go forward into the qualifiers, as this qualifier is gonna be really important and determines who is gonna fight the winner's bracket winner. RCG right here playing it really well, just having a good time on the bottom lane, but watch out for the invades. But I'm not too worried for RCG. Their composition, you know, is really well. You get that Haya, and you're gonna see that Haya just taking out, you know, the crucial members in the big fights. So the big fights, definitely RCG got it. Early game, that's definitely is gonna go to RCG. And I'm just waiting for a team to really commit and go after those tower dives. Scars looking to make a play here, but they might want to back it off because they just saw Jing. Jing's nearby, so Jing's probably gonna, you know, be the reinforcement here. River getting caught in the process. This is trouble for Scars. Scars, remember, River getting taken so low, and they got the welcome committee here to welcome him back, and they're gonna get that first blood. RCG locking it down already. This is a good step for RCG, and this is good news for RCG as well. Using that momentum, they're gonna use that, continue to get that red. Look at that, 10X dancing out into the open, getting that red, and still managed to get out. Wow, 10X is on fire. The way he plays the jungler today is really on point. And you can see like his other jungle players, his other jungle composition, they all worked out for 10X. Already RCG gaining that river control. And yes, they're gonna maybe start their Tyrant pretty soon, but they're looking, you know, to take down more enemies before they start that Tyrant. As long as they get that Tyrant for sure every single round, I feel like RCG got this in the bag. Already putting extra pressure on the bottom lane. And you're gonna see that Haya coming in right here. In the back, he's gonna probably take anybody. into the
team has
realm
destroyed a
of the
turret.
Mirage and just destroy them in there. And I feel like, you know, Haya pretty much can destroy anybody. If they, you know, she pulled into her to the Mirage. So they have to be careful, especially those fishy heroes. If Haya uses the ultimate on you and you're fighting inside Haya's Mirage, it's gonna be difficult for you. Right there. Getting pulled in, it's gonna be difficult for Luna to survive that. But you have the rest of the RCG members surrounding you, welcome you back once again. Already 2 kills on the kill count for RCG. RCG is doing really good right now, getting those towers in the process for Scars. But Scars, that tower is not gonna be enough. Already you're gonna see that 10x dancing in and out, managed to get out. And Scars, Autumn is in trouble here. Activating the ultimate is gonna save his life, get some insurance, but he really doesn't need it. He still have HP to survive. And right here, so River is getting trouble here, and the rest of the members of RCG coming over, getting the gank on Luban number 7. And this is crazy. Luban's number 7 falling much behind. DNJ using that advantage to gain that go, and also that minion is coming in on the bottom lane. Look at that 1v1 here coming out of Luna and Jane. Luna
Red team
getting taken out into the realms, and 10x is just waiting for the right moment to go in. But here, wait, he already got taken out. Tay getting taken out by Haya already. So, wow. 10x don't even need to take out Tay. And the rest of Scars is in trouble here, as RCG is moving forward with the push into the mid lane, and also into the top lanes as well.
Red team has destroyed a turret.
Red team already dominating, destroying the turrets in the process. So yeah, RCG definitely dominating the early games, getting the Overlord. And Scars always feeling the pressure here. They need to find a way to come back, but the composition is lacking those damages. And the Haya is probably really the most annoying part about RCG. Like, you go in, Luna try to do some damage, or Luban number 7 try to do some damage, but keep on getting taken out by the Haya. So I feel like RCG really studies Scars' combo, and having picked that Luna, it really it's handy for them. So right here, still a constant invasion to take their resource, and RCG still, you know, still really cautious. They don't want to go into the fight too carelessly. Right there, the invasion happens. The flash is gonna come in. RCG sending 2 tanks in. Here comes RCG's 10x doing those damage. The knockup coming in from River, but it's not gonna be enough. Look at 10x still doing damage, coming in and out of combat. That's gonna be a lot of blows between them, but no casualties yet, as RCG's goal is not really significant lead, so they just want to take it easy until it happens. But once the Haya, you know, pull anybody in, that's when the real fight start begin, and maybe Tay is gonna be in trouble here, getting hit by the go cards of DNJ, and he goes down. And wow, I feel like the game is gonna be over already. Scars, Tay already fallen, and the rest of RCG, it's at the door. Try to knock down that inner turret in the mid lane. Right there, 10x go in, blows. Inner tower is gonna go to RCG already. RCG looking really rich right now. almost a 10k lead, and once they get to that 10k lead, they're gonna start more fights and more aggressively as well.
Dark Tyrant has been defeated.
Dark Tyrant has been defeated, and yeah, RCG right now just steamrolling, getting those kills slowly, and really snowball the game and looking for a double dragon. Every time they want to get a double dragon, they might be a little bit too greedy, but in this situation, they have the luxuries to do so. They already got that kill advantage over Scars, and I feel like nobody can contest to their composition right now. They have the go advantage, and also they have like the item advantage as well, getting those items ahead of Scars. So definitely, RCG is able to do whatever they want right now. Okay, here comes the Shadow Vanguards here. It's gonna be on the bottom lane, the Super Vanguard, and also on the other lanes, it's gonna be the Vanguards, the normal Vanguards, and they're gonna provide a lot of pushing power for RCG. And waiting for those dragons to arrive. At the same time, they're gonna engage on the mid, and just waiting for a big fight to happen. Don't worry about Luna. Luna just clearing the lanes for Scars. So definitely, the communication was there. Luna wasn't participating in fights, but he has to come back right now as the Vanguards approach the base. RCG, get that high ground tower. Get that high ground tower. Both like the fight's gonna be happening. Nimble jumping in with the ultimate, but he has to back off. Look at that Kaijin with the ultimate, but it's no use. Here comes Luna. Luna getting caught in the process. Luna is able to escape. And Luba number 7 is able to pick up the kill. This is crazy. Luba number 7 still on the chase. And he's gonna get that double kill. Wow, Scars, Autumn executing those precisions like nobody else. And that's gonna be the turnaround point. Autumn getting that damage up already. And Autumn actually getting that pure sky. This is a tanky Luban. It has damage. And look at that. Dalhai going in with those kills. Yes, the burst damage is gonna be there. Luban number 7 is gonna go down. And this is gonna be trouble for Scars. Scars on the run. RCG on the chase. 10x still doing damage. That's gonna be a 2-for-0 trade for RCG. RCG definitely got the upper hand here because they got the bottom tower, they got the mid tower, all the towers there. So the super minions, it's gonna be on the bottom lanes and it's gonna be on the mid lanes as well. So a lot of pressure for Scars over here. And can RCG secure this third kill? Can they secure this third win? And look at that. Jumping in. Jin Chang was being so squishy. And what about this composition? It's really squishy, like with Scars. But if they manage really good in the beginning, they do a lot of ganks. They do a lot of, chase. It's gonna be good. But in this case, RCG definitely dominates once again. I think it's gonna be an ace for RCG. RCG locking it out once again. Taking away the third win. Locking the down. That's gonna be game. And RCG with that 3-0 already. Winning the game today. And they're gonna move on. They're gonna move on, face Impunity. What an awesome gameplay. This is so cool. Like, they see Luna, they just choose Haya, to take him out of battle. I feel like RCG does the counting pick really, really well. And yeah, they were doing a really good job, Scars. But sorry to say, they're not gonna move on against Impunity. It's gonna be RCG against Impunity in the next qualifiers and tomorrow's match. So definitely RCG, they done a great job this round using that Haya and those engagements. They were really smart about it. There was 10x going in and also like flash in with that second ability. So they're gonna have two frontliner flashing in. that's gonna be a lot of damage provided, you know, for both tanks. So that's gonna be a lot of space for the ADC or Haya to engage on one target. So, you know, focus taking out that one target, then finishing off the rest of the target. So definitely RCG comes up on top. And wow, 10x, I feel like he really outperformed himself these days, really gaining the MVP for his team. And yeah, RCG really deserved that. RCG is coming up pretty strong now. I feel like they're gonna have a fun time against Impunity tomorrow. But hey, Impunity already beat them, you know, so it's gonna be a lot of pressure for RCG tomorrow. And yeah, let's see how that is gonna work out. RCG versus Impunity, and RCG, they're having a winning streak. RCG, you know, lost against RTZ in the last round, but in the middle of the week of the group stage in week 4, they were having a winning streak, and I feel like they're having this similar vibe right now. Like that winning streak is coming in. And let's look at the statistics here. Look at Jane's damage. It's the Star Breaker, also the Armored Piercing. It's substantial on 10x. The Siege Breaker and Master Sword, like you already know, he does a lot of damage. I feel like, you know, he's gonna be the all-round MVP for RCG. So we got 2 marksmen, you know, MVP up in the chart right now. I feel like 10x is gonna be coming up really soon in those MVP charts. And I feel like, you know, Scars this round, they just have really squishy, and the synergy wasn't really good. I don't see any synergy going on here. RIC is like, maybe they can really great at ganking. Ganking is an advantage I feel like Scars is really good at, but they really didn't use it to the advantage. I don't see a lot of gank happening, and it doesn't work out for me. Like Scars might have to engage that DNG at the bottom even earlier, but always getting spotted, and just like those team fights getting spotted by members of RCG. So anyway, Scars, they're not able to move on into the qualifiers as RCG win this match. It's gonna be game point, so they're gonna continue the qualifiers as Scars is gonna get eliminated from the qualifiers. So next qualifier match is gonna be RCG against Impunity. Oh my god, and I am so excited about this one. That's where the big boys play, and I feel like RCG against Impunity, wow, those matches is gonna last a very long time, if not even longer. So I'm really excited about it, and I want to see what kind of composition they're gonna pick. Are they gonna pick with the saver compositions, or are they gonna pick with the more synergized and a more aggressive composition? And here's gonna be your MVP once again. It's gonna be 10x with 7-1 and 3 on the KDA. Damage dealt 21.2%, and wow, 10x is doing all the heavy lifting today. And we can see the replays, like he was just taking out enemies left to right. And wow, showed us impressive Jing gameplay. Also, at the very moment that he almost died, he uses like his sidestepping abilities, uses the mirror ability to get out in those tough, sticky situations. We can see here, Luna tried to go in from the left side, but here comes like the mirror blade. Mirror blade equalized the battlefield into 2. He able to switch in and out of battle, and having the rest of the teammates finish them off. And there's the last battle here. Jin Chan goes in really deep, try to use the attack on GNJ, but it did work. Everybody was just inside the base. People were just dying from left to right. Tay got knocked out too in the process, and RCG just overtaken everybody. The Naka wasn't there, you know. RCG just dominated at the end, and just locking down the win for this match. And again, game match already for RCG is gonna be BO5. And since both teams today just showing true dominance, taking them out in the first 3 rounds, didn't really give them a chance to fight back, which is really cool. I really can't wait to see RCG against Impunity. It's gonna be really difficult for both teams to win it this easily. So will Impunity win it this easily against RCG? I don't know, but they fought in the past, so I'ma give my rundown on it. Feel like RCG over here, they're doing a really confident gameplay, but against Impunity, definitely they're gonna have a hard time. But they beat Impunity once already, but Impunity beat them in the early game, so they fought each other already, and the second time RCG was able to beat Impunity. So maybe RCG is able to do it again. It's gonna be the fight of the Titans. Can RCG do it? I feel like RCG have a winning chance. So this next battle, like tomorrow, the qualifier for the semifinals is it's gonna be good. Like, let's see who's gonna be the one to go into the fight of the winners brackets losers. So whoever beat them. So if RCG beat Impunity, they able to move on. But I feel like it's gonna be a little bit challenging. Impunity is gonna be another double-edged sword. Again, they want to be aggressive, at the same time they want to be safe. But against RCG, Impunity have to step it up. They have to analyze their gameplay here, because RCG really showing us domination in the last matchup against Impunity. And Impunity, they're better. They're better. So I can't wait to see, like, maybe they're gonna have 2-2 in the last round. Who is the victor? I don't know, but like both teams, they're gonna have a great time against each other. And today's results is pretty much 3-0. We got the number 3 team facing the number 6 team, and we got the number 4th team facing the number 5th team. So those are the ranks for those group stages, and it seems like Impunity really show us dominance over KG in today's match. And again, RCG just showing us another really dominance for today's game against Scars. And you can see 10X, he's doing really well. He's standing up to those MVP players, and he is number 2 up in the chart, tying with Autumn, and just behind Up. I feel like 10X have a good chance of moving into the number 1 spots if he continues this victory. And 10X is just leading the game for RCG, and wow, if RCG able to take down Impunity, which they have a good potential, potentially they can. They already taken down their one time already in week 4 of the group stage. So it's gonna be a high possibility that RCG is able to take down Impunity. But Impunity over here realized that RCG beat them already, so they're gonna analyze that last battle really carefully as we are going into the losers group. Round 2 tomorrow. Whoever able to win that match is gonna go into the losers group final against the losers of the winners group on the day after tomorrow. So they're gonna fight against either Nova or RTZ. Of course, the winners bracket gonna have a better time here. Whoever is the winner bracket, they just need to win 2 times in a row just to win. But if you're off at the losers bracket, it's gonna be a long journey. You have to fight through the lower brackets, and Impunity have to fight against RCG, and Impunity they need to figure out which is the matchup tomorrow. So again, we're gonna have the losers bracket fighting tomorrow, Impunity versus RCG, and we're gonna have the winners bracket of our first game tomorrow with RTZ versus Nova. So these are the top 2 teams, RTZ against Nova. So whoever wins that game gonna have a higher chance going into the grand finals. So that's a wrap for me today. I'm your caster, I'm Gekit, and I will see you tomorrow.